right, welcome back, watch fans. We got a special episode for you today. We're going to be doing a preview, an analysis of the Monaco Legends auction. I mean, this is like the event of the year. This really is like the watch event of the year coming up in April in Monaco. And this is, look, they're going to have some incredible, I mean, these guys are known for bringing out like really like rare, unusual vintage watches. That's really their specialty. And they have some really incredible stuff. And it's going to kind of, I think, set the benchmark for a lot of things. There's a couple of things we want to kind of go over. There's a few Gerald Genta designs from the 90s. We think, look, there's, because LVMH is now, bringing out Gerald Genta watches. I believe, again, listen, it's just my, I don't know anything, but I think they're basically going to be rigging the market. That's right. They are rigging the prices. So they're bidding up the prices, I believe. To basically set a new benchmark price and create demand for the Gerald Genta watches. I think we saw some examples at the Hong Kong auction or at Philips, which we're gonna cover a little bit later, maybe. But a lot of interesting stuff they have going on. So, all right, before we get into it, we have, of course, just want to bring up our here we go. The weekly newsletter. That's right, the Watch Reporter email weekly newsletter. If you guys have not signed up yet, make sure you click the link in the video description below to sign up for this incredible resource. Watch market news, all sorts of great stuff, deals, everything you need to know. With that said, let's get into the program. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to pull this up over here. And all right, so first up, Baron, I just want to cover this over here, the Gerald Genta. Lot number 3. Triple calendar watch. Wait, actually, no, is it perpetual? Day, date, moon phase. And we get this, again, the octagonal dial, the octagonal case, dial maybe. The estimate is pretty reasonable here. Pretty reasonable estimate. And there is a really good chance, I think there's a really good chance that this watch is going to sell like for maybe, double or triple this estimate. That's what I'm betting on. I'm betting on that this watch is going to sell at a crazy number. Why do they have it at number 3? Because they want to open things with a bang. They want to open with a bang. They want to get people pumped up, something that they're not going to expect. I mean, this is nothing for LVMH, for Jean Arnaud to bid this up, for $20,000, €20,000 investment. People are going to be talking about Genta. What do you think, Baron?
Yeah, it could go either way because it's got an interesting case, but I think it's a little bit, well, on my end, I think it's a little bit polarizing just because the case for a watch, of that value, it just seems like it could be, no, I don't want to use the word polished, refined. It could be, it just looks a little,
tacky?
Yeah, it's just, no, it's not tacking. It's lacking in like refinement. It's like, it looks like a prototype case, but otherwise, that's my only complaint about that watch. And it can also just be a product of that era, and that was just kind of the best they could do with the tools that they had at the time.
Okay.
But I will say that they knocked it out of the park with the selection of the strap. That I think it was probably like a Stingray, probably. But that is
actually, I think this is actually a cheap one. I think they put on like some. This probably didn't come with a strap, and they put on this. I don't think this is the original strap. I think this is like some replacement strap. It's got to be. I don't think this is original. They put on some of these replacement straps. But I tell you what, with a blue Stingray strap, it would look amazing. Actually, I mean, it shows you what it would look like, It shows you. So this is interesting. So I think this is going to be very interesting to keep an eye on this. Let's go into okay. So let's see. We got some couple of interest. Okay, so we got lot number 5 is Cartier. Cartier, is everybody's pushing this Cartier in a big way. So whatever. I mean, to me, it does nothing for me. I don't know, whatever. Let's see. We got actually, hold on. I didn't even notice this. So we got a Rolex 1967. It's not a sport watch. It's not a sport Rolex. But this is a beautiful watch.
Yeah, it's not something I would expect from Rolex. And once I guess we get further down a couple pages in, there's another Rolex that really stood out to me. I'll point out when we get.
Oh yeah, but this is look at the bezel. Look at the little, what do you call it? Sun ray? Would those be? You get the coinage and the sun. I love this. I love this. And this is like I love manual wind. By the way, this is 36 millimeter. So this is like a legitimate size.
Yeah.
For that era, it's a big size. This is a cool watch. Wait, is this the original? This looks like the original strap. It looks like an original strap. Oh, this is a really cool watch. I kind of like just missed it. I mean, you know what? This is a cool watch. I mean, like, I don't know if this is like, I think this is probably like, this might sell for like a reasonable price. Yeah. I mean, I would buy this for $5,000.
Yeah. What year is the watch?
67.
Yeah, I really like how, like, back then they made an effort to kind of like hide the lugs. Like that was just kind of like a design choice that they did for watches back then.
You know what? I completely I didn't notice it until you mentioned it, but I like that a lot. I like that they hide the lugs. This is great.
Yeah, this was I guess this was their what I would call probably like one of the original attempts at an integrated bracelet. Like that's our design where it just looks like it's one kind of continuous flowing piece. Even though you're going from the watch head into the strap.
It's like a space age. It's a space age look. It's kind of like and you know what? I think who Patek. Everybody was Patek, AP. They did that type of thing. I mean, this is great.
Yeah,
really great. I mean, that's like okay. Now we have number 10 here, which we saw earlier. We saw this. We saw an example of this somewhere else, right?
Yeah, I think during the last live stream, we just made some comparisons to Frank Mueller.
1919, 10 to 20,000 estimate, and Jean Arnaud. He has one in his collection, as we reviewed in a previous video. So yeah, interesting. I mean, we talked about this watch. We talked about this watch. It's kind of interesting. I mean, like again, it's one of those things. It's I don't know about daily wear. It's not a daily wear. Okay, so we got a heavy hitter. We got some heavy hitters in here, of course. This is like the blue chip of Patek, right? This perpetual calendar, 3448. This is the blue chip.
Yeah, I saw that, and then I was like, wow, this is a really good looking watch. But at the same time, I'm wondering, right, for a Patek, in that if it sells somewhere in, let's say, in the middle of the price range that they're estimating, is there any sort of, I guess, room for further appreciation on it?
Hey, that's like saying about any watch. That's like, hang on, let me see if we get, if we get Artie Lang, if he wants to hop on, Artie Lang. No, look, this is like a blue chip watch. Neo doesn't like that. My girl, I don't know if that's a joke. I think he's making a joke. But yeah. No, this is you can say that about this is like a blue chip. I mean, this is like this is a blue chip Patek. I mean, this thing is always going to. Actually, you know what? I can't say always, but This is, this is one of those blue chip Patek Philippe watches that people want. The perpetual calendar. It's got everything that people want. But again, these auctions always. Yeah, here's the thing. I got to mention this. One thing I should mention. There are no bargains there's not going to be. I can almost assure you there's not going to be any bargains at this auction. Okay, like basically everything here is gonna, like, if you can find one of these watches at a dealer, you're much better off buying from a dealer. You can negotiate, you can inspect it, whatever. You develop a relationship. When you buy it at an auction, like one of these auctions, like you get none of that. It's caveat emptor, right? You take it, cash and carry, and it's transactional, whatever. It's like and the prices, you never know. A lot of times these prices, people get emotional. They get emotional bidding. You're going to have all the heavy hitter collectors there. It's going to be in Monaco. So, you got all the Italians are coming. All the Europeans are going to be there. It becomes, that type of auction, it can become like a dick measuring contest,
Yeah, I can totally see that. Especially, okay, so you're going to drop, let's say like 200,000 on that Patek, and then number 13, and then what's $10,000 on number 14 to you? It's another 10,000 on top of 200.
Yeah, I think a 34, 40, I think should sell for like, I think these are like 200,000 kind of dollar range ballpark. I'm not, but it's like I never look really into it because I actually I don't like the date window stuff. I really don't like that. But that's kind of the one that people love that. Okay, so number 14, the Ellipse, one of my favorites. I don't like the diamonds on it, and this is a men's watch, right? I think this is a men's size, right? This is the men's version. Is it? No, I think this is a ladies one. No, it's a smaller case. Yeah, it is a ladies. I think it's ladies. I think this is a ladies one. No, actually, you know what? No, I think this is the ladies one. They are kind of feminine to begin with, but no, I think that's a ladies one.
Okay, so while we're on the topic of diamonds, just real quick, I want to go back to your newsletter. So you've got in the newsletter, you've got a photo of the Royal Oak in there, with the robin's egg colored, dial, and
I love that.
The baguette indices. Yeah. So I want your thoughts on what you thought about that use of diamonds, because that is the most beautiful Royal Oak I've ever seen.
Okay, me too. So hang on a second. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let me see if I can pull up that email, because we'll give a little plug for the email. Hang on. Let me pull this up. Let me see if I can give a little plug for the email. Share screen. Okay, stop. Wait. Present. Wait. Oh shit. Oh wait. Stop screen. Present. Share screen. And see if we can pull this up here. Okay. Is that up? Yeah. Okay. So So by the way, guys, this is the newsletter. That's right. This is the newsletter that you will get in your mailbox. For free. That's right, free every week. Market commentary, showing you what's going on in the market, what things are selling at. You get updates, of course, about our upcoming YouTube stuff. Deals. We get this incredible Patek 5140 perpetual calendar, beautiful watch. Okay, this is the watch you're talking about.
Yeah. And I also want to comment that the use of the diamonds, that, and then also the way they did that. Well, I guess those are the standard hands for the Royal Oak, but the way they did those hands with the diamonds, it goes together perfectly.
Oh, it's amazing. Listen, I would love to own one of these. Listen, here's the thing. Because again, the diamonds, the baguette diamonds, like this shape, it looks great on this watch. It doesn't look, when you put the diamonds on the bezel, or in the bezel, as we like to say, it gives it a certain look. It can be a little bit pimp-like or feminine. It's not. It's a little too much sometimes. A lot. Well, usually it's too much.
Yeah.
But on a dial, on a dial you can get away with it. Now this watch, it's not a small watch. I think this is like a 41 mil. I think it's a wait. I believe it's a 40. It's not a small watch. This is not a. I don't think this is a. It's not a 37. And since they're limited edition, I think these are going for like 150 or more. But it's amazing.
Yeah. Did you know? Is that white gold or is that steel?
No, white gold.
Yeah, it's totally, definitely amazing. And you know what? And generally, I don't like diamonds on the dial, but like that shape, the baguette shape, the elongated baguette, it's just perfect.
No, it's and the blue and the ice blue. That's the whole thing. Here's like this ice blue with it's just incredible. It's the whole thing. The whole thing would have this. I've never seen one in the metal, but I know that this would have like just an incredible play in the light. It's like, first of all, you have of course the whole bracelet, which is amazing, right? That they do, but then you have that ice blue dial with the tapisserie and the baguette marker. It's just incredible. It really is incredible. I mean, this is the way to go. Like, it's again, if you're going to do white gold baguettes, you really need to use a white gold case. And again, that was my issue when I had that 5396, the annual calendar or the Patek. It was the R, which had the baguette markers, but it was a blue dial, dark blue, and there was a rose gold case. And it just, I thought the colors didn't work together. It was just like a weird. This is incredible. This thing is incredible. But let's let me see. Let me get back to this. Stop screen. Okay, let's go back to the auction. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, let's get back to the auction here. Let's see what else they have. So they got one of the infamous solar clocks. Okay, the Patek clock, which I don't get this. Like, a lot of people are into this. It's like a whole niche, these people are into the clocks. Like, it's a whole thing. Okay, but let's see. There's a watch. There's a couple pieces. Okay, so this is interesting. Did you see this? This is an Explorer 2, but with a Patek. Excuse me, with a Tiffany. It's a Tiffany dial.
Yeah, I just glanced at it. It didn't really capture my attention. I mean, besides that, it's a Rolex.
No, it's an ugly watch. I mean, it looks like garbage. No, but it's such an interesting thing to have a Tiffany. You have to have the Tiffany logo on this, like, very utilitarian. The Explorer. And so very, it's one of those watches that I don't know. But this is, I think this could get some big bucks. Let's see what else they got here. We got 20. We saw that 31. Okay, this is cool. I think this is cool. You got a dual time, Piaget dual time. You have that Clou de Paris on the bezel, right? Like a Patek. The dial is amazing. These are your favorite numbers.
The Breguet numerals, yeah. So I think the issue I have with this watch is that when they do dual time, I don't like it when they do it on two subdials like that. I prefer to have the time on the main dial and then have like a pointer hand or maybe like a cutout for a jump hour. That's just my personal preference for displaying two different times.
I think that's one of those things where, like, when somebody looks at the watch, or how they visualize mentally how it goes to their brain. So for me, like, this way makes more sense. The other way doesn't. Like, I think it's cool. And also, this is Asprey. So Asprey is like, I mean, that's like 5 levels above Tiffany. Wow, what a cool watch. And this might go cheap, 31. I mean, this might go like, I mean, this may only sell for like 15 grand or something. Maybe. Actually, I love this watch. Look at this. This is cool. I mean, it's busy. It's a little corny with the two dolls, yeah, it's a little bit, but I get what you're saying. So we got
Okay, so that is one of the watches I wanted to bring up. So I've got a question. Could you I guess bring up one of the other photos and just zoom in on the subdial?
Is there, I don't think there's a way to zoom. Okay, is it good? Can you see?
Yeah. Okay. So I was just wondering, okay. So this watch was produced in I think around 2000, and if you look around the subdial, right, it looks very rough. The edges of the subdial.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, if that was normal, because it seems like, I mean, this otherwise it's a beautiful watch. It just seems like that's one of the items that should be resolved, when they're done with finishing the watch. This just doesn't, because when they do that, right, it looks like it doesn't give off the, I guess the impression of,
when you're paying big money for an Audemars Piguet. You expect, like what we saw with the baguette, ice blue dial, that beautiful dial. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to listen, Karen. You're gonna have to speak to the manager.
Right.
No, you know what is? Listen, I've seen this in a couple of these dials from that period. Look, AP. Their quality in terms of maybe not the mechanicals, but definitely the construction of the dials. It's gotten a lot better. No, they had some rough. I've seen some of these dials because I don't know what the technical reason is, maybe, but I've seen this happening where there's like flaking around the edges of some of these dials. Like all the dials of this period, like not just the blue, but like I saw one. A dual time that I was interested in, and the flaking was really like much bigger than this. It was like really very extensive. I think you know what it is. I bet there's going to be guys who are going to be like making that like, oh, it's a feature. That's the tropical. It's tropical.
Yeah. It's part of the patina.
It's the patina. Yeah. It's of course, it's the patina. Now, you know what's interesting? When I read the description, I didn't know this actually. They only made 1,235 of these perpetual calendars between 1996 and 2013. So this original thing, which is 39 millimeter, they only made 12. That's nothing, and that's across all the metals. So in pink gold or whatever, there might only be I don't know 100. So it's kind of rare. These are kind of rare. Now here's the thing. You know what? I just realized. Why do people they call this the Yves Klein, right? And because they say it's a Yves Klein blue, his famous blue, and it's actually not. Like this has nothing to do with the Yves Klein blue. Like the Yves Klein blue, it's like a matte. It's a matte blue, which is a very like a rich and saturated. It's not a vibrant blue. It's like a matte. It's like it like soaks up the light, and it's like I don't know what I think. I think all these watch people, like these dealers are basically all like grifters. They try to come up with these names like just to like it's tropical, it's patina. It's like a whole way to get the tomato cans suckered in. We got Patek Philippe $5 super chat. Suka Briet, sorry. Yes, you're gonna be yes, we will be here. We will be here because we got a lot of lots, and we got a lot of Patek Philippes. We got Patek Philippes. Fellow barons, yes, we have many fellow barons in the audience, including the Red Baron, who is on the panel. The Red Baron is on the panel. Ciao a tutti, tutto a posto. Let's see here. Stay tuned. Yes. Okay. We got the Archie people coming. the unwashed masses. The unwashed masses are arriving in an hour. Unbelievable. All right, so we got now we got some interesting watches coming up. Are you ready for this? Is this the watch you were talking about, Baron?
That is not. It's the one I was looking at that really struck me.
Wait, no,
later on.
Don't tell me yet. Don't tell me yet. Save it. It'll be a surprise. Okay, so this is another. This is like the blue chip of Rolex. Like this is this triple calendar. Now, what is so special about this watch? Okay, this is interesting, right? So it's got a story. They all come with a story. It's got to give you that story, the provenance. So my first comment is, why can't Rolex do this triple calendar type of thing? A little bit more modern. Why can't they do this on a sport watch, steel sport watch? It would be a smash hit. You got that circular, calendar. I mean, what do you think, Baron?
Okay, so I wonder if this is kind of tied into their Cellini line, which kind of just didn't sell, so they got rid of it, and then they're trying to bring it back now with the 1908. So yeah, I'm just thinking if it's tied in with that, and so it's today they have is it the Sky Dweller that has that has the annual calendar function, but it's more like discreet. It's not kind of like obvious.
No, okay, right. So I think with a Sky Dweller it's got the same function basically. Oh, the Sky Dweller doesn't have the Sky Dweller doesn't have a moon phase.
That is correct.
The Sky Dweller has the same function basically, but I love this whole setup. I love the whole dial. I really wish they did this. They just put this, not Cellini, fuck with Cellini. This exact setup, more modern, obviously. With the modern hands, the whole deal. Put it in a sport watch. I mean, I don't know. What do the punters think? What do you punters think? Should Rolex? Because I know the Rolex people do watch this channel. The Rolex people watch this channel. Listen, I think that if Rolex was smart, they would do this watch, a modern version of this. Okay, so here's the story, because they all have a story. So this was owned by the Mondani, the Mondanis, have the books and all that, the Mondani family. So they sold this for about 165 grand, 2006. So about 18 years ago, right? 18 years. Now you can do the math, right? Let's say it sells at $1 million, from 160,000 to $1 million over 18 years. What's the IRR? 17, 18%, 20%, 20% compounded. It's better than the stock market. This watch. Yeah, this is. I mean, this is a blue chip watch. Let's see. We got. By the way, as I'm scrolling, stop me if you see something. You there, Baron?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, we got. Okay, I just want to show this. I mean, again, it's just unusual Patek. It's one of these, the cloisonné dials. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it, but whatever. It's actually a beautiful picture.
Yeah, it's a show off piece. It's to show off that it's like, hey, this is how close I am to the boutique. They let me buy one of these.
That's a good line. I like that. That's probably what it is. This is the type of watch. This has got to be for, like, again, the guy who's got like 10 Pateks already, like heavy hitters. Like, this is not a watch like, it's just a basic Calatrava. It's just a basic, with a painting. I mean, like, it's a novel. It's like it's a gimmick. I think it's a kind of, like, I don't like these because I think these things are like kind of gimmicky. I think they're gimmicky, but what you said makes a lot of sense. It's a type of thing a guy wears to like a watch meetup or something, It's that's what it is. It's a thing you wear. It's like a watch meetup with, a bunch of heavy hitters, and nobody's gonna have that.
All right, let's can we look at 45? Because that's one of the ones that caught my eye.
Oh yeah,
Especially at their estimates. I was like, well, 3 to 6. Like I think that's good value at 3 to 6.
Listen, this perpetual calendar is great. I would love to get one in gold. This isn't steel, so I'd love to get one in gold. They've been going up in price. It's the same exact watch, but I don't know. In steel, it doesn't do it for me in steel. But yeah, I don't think so. Look, also there's a commission. Right? I think their commission is. I think it's probably gonna go from all in. It's gonna be like $8,000 probably.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you can find these retail for $8,000. Maybe not 8, maybe like 10. And usually full set or some stuff. This is. But no, listen, if it was $4,000 for a perpetual calendar,
mm-hmm.
It's a great deal, even in steel.
Yeah.
Would you buy it for $4,000?
If I was in the market for perpetual at that price point, yes, I'd be in, because I think the.
What do you mean if you were in the market? What do you mean if you were in the market? I mean, perpetual. You got to always be in them. I mean, if I mean that's like. Oh yeah, Bark and Jack watch. He also look, Rolex watches this channel, and also Bark and Jack. And by the way, Baron, did you know that Bark and Jack? That's that British guy. You know he likes coffee.
Yeah, I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know that very important piece
Drinks
of information.
coffee.
Yeah, and did you know did you know you could only drink coffee while wearing a Rolex Explorer?
That's right. And you know what? You know what makes it look even better? If you have it on a NATO strap from Bark and Jack. Made by child labor. Child labor. He's exploiting child labor. This guy.
Yeah. Well, they need their little hands to do the fine stitching.
Right. I think this guy Bark and Jack. I think he's part of the Illuminati. I think he boils baby kittens in his coffee. I think that's what he does. He probably boils little baby kittens in coffee. Oh, by the way, he made another comment on one of the. I got to do an update. On Bark. That guy's like the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, so you definitely have to release a video on that. That will be like amazing.
He left another post. I forgot. He left a post later on. After I did the video saying that he was using child labor, 5-year-old children to make his straps, which were, by the way, low quality. He said, "Oh, this is guys spreading misinformation." He's he took it very seriously. That guy. We got to do it. Yeah, we got to do another. We got to do an update. We got to do an update.
That makes it. Yeah, that makes it even funnier.
He's got to complain. The British are very serious. He might file a defamation lawsuit or something. I might end up like one of those British newspapers that keep getting sued by the royals, like Prince Harry and all that, whatever. For saying misinformation that Bark and Jack uses child labor, 5-year-old children from China. That's right. He's exploiting children from China. He brings them in illegally into the UK. He's got them in a basement. And this guy also, by the way, that's, again, this is what I'm hearing from my nephew Kino. But listen, I think also this guy boils little baby kittens. He buys kittens from people who advertise kittens for sale. He buys little kittens and he boils them in his coffee to give it that extra. Because I know he's a coffee connoisseur, and the baby kittens probably give off they give an extra flavor. You know what I mean? Like they probably they have that soft hair or something, and might be given an extra kick. If you're a real connoisseur.
Yeah, no, that could be the next step. It's like the that really famous coffee that these cats eat, and then
I was gonna say the cat shit. What is it called? Emu. What is it called? It's some sort of. It's like some sort of animal, little animal that the droppings from the animal in the coffee.
Yeah, because they eat the beans or something, and then it ferments inside their digestive tract, and then they basically poop it out, and then people collect it, and it's like this ridiculously expensive coffee. That's crazy.
Civets. That's what it is. I think that's what it is. I think it's civets, or I don't know. How do you pronounce it? Dad mods watches.
Not sure.
By the way,
it's like yeah, it's like that story of the goose that laid the golden eggs, and then the owner of the goose like killed the goose to see what was inside, and of course to eat the meat, and it was probably delicious, and so
yeah.
this is the evolution of that.
Listen, here's the thing. Look, we got another baron. Now, by the way, how do we know this man is a baron? Because he's got the little insignia next to his name. So we should, we haven't advertised our aristocracy. Look, just like the English royals used to sell titles back in the day, 500 years ago, we're also selling titles. We're selling a baronship for $4.99, actually $4.95. Anybody can join the channel, like this gentleman over here, the Hitman, and the Hitman. Now, look, if any other guy said that he believes that Adrian Barker, Bark and Jack boils baby kittens, we wouldn't know. Look, anybody can have an opinion. But when an aristocrat says that, when the Baron Hitman says that he heard the same, that he's using child labor, 5-year-old children, and drinking baby kittens, boiling baby kittens in his coffee, we got to believe it because this is an aristocrat. That's right. Jared, what's up? Actually, why am I even talking to this guy? He's a peasant. He's not even an aristocrat. This man is an aristocrat. How do we know? He's got the insignia next to his name. All right? Just like Baron Philippe. He also has it. These are real Baron Neo. We got real aristocrats in this audience. This is a real aristocratic audience. Unbelievable but true. Now let's keep going here. Okay, we talked about the perpetual. You like the perpetual? Oh, actually, look, a perpetual is a great watch. You gotta have everybody needs a perpetual calendar.
Okay, so the thing that gets me about perpetuals, I mean, yeah, they're beautiful watches, but I'm also thinking, like how useful is the perpetual function versus an annual calendar? I only say that because you'll probably get one use out of the perpetual, maybe two, before you send it in for service.
You think so?
Yeah, because with something that complicated, I mean, I would want to stay on top of the service intervals, maybe like once every 5 to 7 years. Just because if something happens to that, it's going to be like big money to have it fixed.
Right. Listen, that's part of the lifestyle.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I actually called Patek because I said, "Hey, I got to bring the watch." And he said, "Well, you got to make an appointment. You come by. We're going to spend about 20 minutes with you. I don't know. They're going to give me like coffee or something. If I go, I'm going to make sure. I want to get like merch. I want to get like a hat. I want to get like an umbrella, whatever they have. I'm going to say because I'm going to they give you stuff.
But I think they only give you the good stuff if you buy something.
No, I think they do have it there. You basically have to you gotta tell them a story. I mean, I don't know, you gotta give them a story. They have the stuff there, they have it.
Yeah,
because they distribute it. Now, I actually did get when I got a strap, just from like the AD, not one of these AD here. They actually gave me because I bought a strap. They gave me, believe it or not, a Patek cleaning cloth. The cleaning cloth, which I showed, which is a Patek cleaning cloth, which came in that nice cardboard, the little cardboard case that they have, the brown, which they send the watch. So, which, by the way, these things, somebody collects these things out there. There's always, but this we got. Okay, so let's get this Rolex Daytona, right? Again,
so Colonel, just real quick, just while we're on the topics of straps, so I wanted to ask you this. So I know you're a big fan of Jean Rousseau. Do you think it's worth it to pay the premium for the Patek OEM strap versus an aftermarket Jean Rousseau strap?
Okay, for Patek, I would actually get Camille Fournet, which is better quality. It's more refined than Jean Rousseau. It's a better quality. And actually, I believe they actually make the straps for Patek anyway. I think they actually make straps for JLC. Mm-hmm. They make beautiful stuff. I would get, first of all, they're cheaper, they're half the price, and you're going to get it in half the time. So, it's not even I don't think it's even an argument. unless you're going to get some like weird anal guys, if you need to sell the watch and say, well, I want the original Patek. I mean, I don't know. That's I don't think I don't think it's going to matter. But I actually made a mistake. I should have bought a Camille for. I made a mistake. I thought I don't know. I had a whole reason to do it, but whatever.
Yeah, I guess the issue with me, I'm thinking is, oh, well, there's actually a Jean Rousseau boutique in New York, so I can just pop in whenever I visit my parents in New York. So as opposed to having to fly to France for a Camille Fournier.
Yeah, I have one there. Yeah, I actually got the one that I have on the green strap. I got it made in New York. I don't think the people there are as trained as the ones in Paris. I don't think they're as good. In terms of, I don't think they're quite as good. Like, there's a little difference. I mean, it's we're talking about listen, all I would say is, look, if you're going to go to New York, just make sure that they measure. Because, look, the thing is, it's made in France, right? So the workmanship is in France. The only thing I'm talking about in New York is the way they measure it. Because if you want to have it custom fitted to you, just make sure that they do it properly. Like, make sure that you do it properly. Like, because I think when they did it with me, like when they punched the hole in, they were a little bit like, I think they put in the thing upside down or whatever. It's not a big deal, but like, if I would like be careful a little bit. Like I just, that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. But maybe I get the wrong people because it was during COVID era. It was like things might have been, whatever. I'm not, maybe something was off, whatever. Okay, so we got a Daytona Air.
That was the first day on the job.
It could be, yeah. I mean, they were very nice. I remember everybody was pretty nice. It was just like, I don't know, things are. Listen, I had a lot of issues during COVID. Things like a lot of things got screwed up. Ordering things, it was things or whatever. So okay, so we got this guy here, right? Renato Della Valle. So this guy's a big Italian business guy. He's sort of like the Italian Elon Musk almost. He's got a whole story on him. He was a CEO of Giorgio Armani from 1975 to 1978, which was like, really like that was like the beginning of the whole big. That was a big thing back because this guy really put him on the map. 1975, 78, right? Okay, so then he's got to do a personalized medicine. This guy's like he's kind of an innovator. He's like sort of like an Italian Elon Musk. So you got this watch. I don't get this. So this watch is going to sell for big money, big money. I don't get these Paul Newmans. Like but then maybe somebody's going to say, hey, how can you say the same thing about those Pateks or whatever and not the? I don't know. I just don't get the chronograph. Is this the watch you're going to talk about?
No, but I do want to talk about two watches on that row. So,
okay,
the one.
Go ahead.
So the 48.
That's a lady's watch.
Yeah. So I was just wondering what your thoughts are on because I'm thinking So Piaget, they're trying to revive their I guess their polos from the 70s and 80s that have that similar design. As we saw with the other polo release, which was the one that had the slightly more flared out case.
Okay.
So this one was its contemporary. It's released at the same time where it has more of it's kind of just like it's got like a straight kind of design. So I guess people are saying that they're probably going to Piaget, they're going to release the rectangular polo. Like we're going to see that in the next couple of years. So if they're successful in the resurgence, right, is that going to drive up demand for this design for?
No, I think this is a dog. I think this is a dog with fleas. No, because here's the thing. So, I think look with ladies' watches, right? You have a limited audience for that, right? And again, it's a much more finicky audience because, first of all, modern women, right? They're going for men's watches, really. They're going for like 36 millimeter watches. I mean, like younger women, right? 30-year-old women are wearing Daytonas or something like that, They're not going for these like grandma pieces. Like this is a very old-fashioned watch. And also you got the whole case, like a bracelet. I mean, this is a grandma watch. I don't think this will even sell. It may not even sell. This seems like a high price. I know it's like a rare or whatever, but again, because for women, it becomes a fashion thing, and I don't think women are into this right now. Again, I'm not. I don't know. I just don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna sell. I think this is gonna be a dog. But what else? You want to talk 49?
No, 51.
Oh, okay. 51.
Yeah,
Well,
I just thought this was an interesting piece, in white gold, and I like the hands on this one. So I was just kind of surprised. I was like, oh, I wonder why Rolex they don't bring back these I guess they're more like kind of like sword hands.
yeah, the old-fashioned ones. Yeah, these are like the 50s hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I actually don't like these hands. I don't like these hands. I know you don't. I know you don't like the modern Rolex hands, right? You don't like the modern ones.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I
don't
think this, yeah, I don't know. I just think that this style of hands, it really appeals to me.
It's you have weird taste. I mean, you have the weird Breguet. You got this.
That's true.
You like these. I like the Dauphine hands we saw in the other one. That gold, that was beautiful. To me, this is kind of like, I don't know. It's like a weird. But you know what's interesting? This is actually a cool watch. It's a brown dial. I like the brown dial.
Yeah, and
white
then,
gold.
in the description, they said it's a tropical brown, so it was probably some other color before, and it just turned.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm curious. This okay. So it's a Datejust in gold. So that's a whole market. This is what year? 1962. This is like yeah. No, this is wow. It's got it's big range. Yeah, this is like a speculative watch. This is speculative. Like this thing really normally would be like I don't know, maybe a $15,000 watch or something, maybe 18 or something, 70. But you never know. Like somebody might go crazy for it. They might think this. There's it's a story watch. Like somebody can make up a whole story. It's like, I don't know, not my thing, but whatever. I like this. This dial, I should say. I don't like the bracelet, because again, I don't like the full yellow gold bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
But as the case with the blue bezel and the brown dial, wow.
Yeah, because it would really stand out. Like you have it on on like, I guess, a complimentary strap. It would really make
brown, like a suede, beige suede or something. I mean, amazing.
Or maybe I'm thinking something perhaps similar to the strap that's on the Rolex we just looked at.
Yeah. I mean, like it would be amazing. It would be amazing. I mean, this is like very unusual, right? 1973. It seems expensive. I don't know. To me, it seems very kind of expensive. 50 to 100 grand, 50 to 100,000 euros, plus the premium. I don't know. It's expensive. Okay, so let's hang on a second. We got coming up.
Can we scroll up a little bit and look at 52?
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, Universal Genève. Yeah. Look at this.
Yeah. So that's another piece that stood out. I was like, wow, this is a beautiful piece.
Yeah. So this. Yeah, there was one that sold. I think at another auction. I think we covered earlier. They sold for like around 4,000 euros. So it might. How big? This is 36 millimeter. Okay, this is a decent size. Yeah, no, this is great. This is great. Again, the Universal Genève is going to get a interest, because people are getting into it, because of the whole, the Breitling.
Yeah, they're going to revive the brand. Yeah, so I would love to see something like this be re-released. Maybe change the fonts, maybe.
Do you think this dial was refinished? I mean, it looks very mint.
That I don't know. I mean, it could be one of those pieces that just sat in a safe for decades.
That's the one thing. I don't know. This is I don't know. It looks really good. Let's see. We got. Okay, so this is the infamous Neptune. The infamous Neptune. Okay, so basically, this is like the dog. This was a Patek's dog, right? In the late 90s, I think they started doing this. I mean, like, what is the difference between this and the Nautilus? It's the design of the it's the same exact watch, the same everything. The movement, the only difference is the case, the bracelet. This design, which is kind of like a funky design.
I think also your choice in the location and the size of the other elements on the dial, like the subdials, right? It doesn't look balanced. It just looks off.
Yeah,
right?
I remember seeing this. No, 100%. No.
Yeah, there's the thing that throws me off is, okay, so we're going to ignore how the two subdials on the bottom half of the dial are just different sizes. It's that big empty space on the upper right. That's what kind of, I think, just ruins it. Like that, and also if you look, it's just weird how it has like the numbering, because you see mostly the numbers on the upper left, right? Just because it's more bold than the numbers on the upper right. Then that just adds to more of the empty space, and then you've got nothing on the bottom. So it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, but not in a good way.
Yeah, no, but you know what? Here's the thing. Again, the whole Neptune line, they had this funky design, and this was a very high polish steel. This is steel, right? This is not gold. It's a very high polish. It almost looks like a Breitling. It looks like with that Breitling steel,
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a little bit obnoxious. I don't know. You never know. This is one of these things that you never know. We might look at this in 10 years and say, "Wow, this is interesting." Yeah, but not now. I don't see. This is like really kind of. It's in the doghouse. It's in the doghouse for now. It really is, and deservedly so. Deservedly so to be in the doghouse. Let's scroll down to. Let's see. We got some interesting things coming up here. Okay, this is kind of the usual stuff. Okay, we got a pocket watch. You just want to quick look. It's a minute repeater, Vacheron minute repeater. What year is it? 1962. So this is like a modern era, full set. Not that many. I mean, these things were already going out of fashion in the 60s, right? So this was like, it's kind of interesting. So the price. So I don't know, 20 grand. This might sell cheap. It might sell cheap. But again, a minute repeater, 20 grand. Okay, so we got, let's see here.
Could we go up and take a look at 76?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is my, the Colonel's Rolex.
Okay, so this is the one. Yeah. This is the one that caught my eye. I was like, oh, this is different. At first I thought, wait, is that just like some kind of messed up fluting? I was like, oh no, wait, that's a design choice.
It's the bark. It's the bark.
Yep. And then it goes with the bracelet. So I think with this piece, you kind of have to wear this piece with the bracelet for the full effect.
You know what? I don't know. I don't like to me, the bracelet. It's good. I'm okay with it. I'm okay without the bracelet. I'm okay. But this is the what is it, the caboose? What is it? What's this guy's name? The caboose. The
Sultan of Oman.
The Sultan of Oman. So basically, there's a premium because the Sultan of Oman. But yeah, sunburst blue dial.
All right. So out of all of the, I guess the additional stamping and the I guess the heritage or the lineage of the watch of who owned it, to me, I would feel like, this one's actually like something big. It's like, no, it's owned by it was commissioned by the Sultan of Oman. It just seems like, I don't know.
But as a gift, it wasn't for him. It wasn't for him. He was giving these out as like candy. They were giving these out.
Yeah, no, but that makes it even better if you were the one that that received it. Be like, oh, this is a gift from the Sultan of Oman. I don't know. It just seems like more impressive than like, oh, this watch belonged to like Michael Orbitz.
Yeah, no, it was actually no. Michael Ovitz is right up there with the Sultan, or he was in the '80s. He would have been up there, maybe even more powerful. In the '80s, the Michael Ovitz would have been bigger than this. Like the Michael Ovitz watches, the stuff we were talking about, the Michael Ovitz Pateks. If those watches, again, those were made like late, but if those watches were basically sold in, let's call it 1995, they would go to the moon. The price, he was like the top of the world. This guy was like the Elon Musk almost of Hollywood or whatever. It is huge. Okay, how about this? It's a stone dial, grossular garnet.
That one did catch my attention when I was when I was flipping through the watches, and I was like, oh no, this is. I'm sure in person this is probably like it's even more amazing. Because it looks amazing in the photo. That's a dial.
Stunning. I think this is a Gerald Genta design. I love this. I love this case, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was looking at a couple of these models. I believe that this. Okay, so they come on a strap also. There's versions like this.
Yeah. So how do you feel about those? I guess was that like in the '80s when they did those like custom straps where you had to cut it for the fit, and then that was it. That was your watch.
That's what this is.
Yeah. So I mean, how do you feel about those straps just in general?
I don't like it. I mean, I have one. I have one, and I don't like it. I mean, actually, I'm not a fan of it. Actually, this is the first time I was intrigued. I was intrigued by it. The Patek thing. The ellipse. You kind of have to go. But I'm not a fan of it. But you know what? Look, for the right person, if it fits you, if the watch fits you with a thing, and you don't have to cut anything or whatever, and if you like the way it fits, the way it wears, I should say. I don't like the way it wears. I don't know. It just bothers me for some reason. I think it's beautiful. If you like the way it wears and it fits, I would get one. But I love this case though. It's really good. Let's go on here. I think these are going to go up in value.
Yeah. So I mean, for that watch, it's beautiful to look at, but I'm not sure, if I would want to actually own one to wear on the regular.
Yeah. No. It's okay. This is interesting. This is a pocket watch that was converted into a wristwatch, and they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
It's a Patek. Can you imagine getting a Patek for let's call it $4,000? 40 millimeter. This is 40 millimeter, and I think this looks to me like a Patek buckle. I think this is a Patek white gold buckle. Wow. I mean, this is interesting. I mean, this is not like some sort of bust down after. I mean, it is aftermarket, but it's like excellent. This is like somebody. This is, you can get away with this. I think for $4,000, this is like a good. Hey, this is actually right up your alley. Again, Breguet numerals.
Yeah. And the subdial covers up the 6, which I actually like, because that way, it's because whenever I look at a 6 or a 9, it's like, oh, this is just the same number, but it's just flipped upside down.
Really?
Yeah, that's just one of the, I guess, the pet peeves that I have. It's like, oh, they just use the same. I guess I don't want to say the styling. It's
no.
They're making, yeah. Go ahead.
Check out this dial. Look at this dial texture.
Yep, I saw that too, and I was like, oh, like when this watch was made, that was probably like the height of the technology that they had at the time.
This is stunning. I love this. Like, I think they call this pyramid, like a pyramid thing. I actually saw a Vacheron date moon phase from the 80s, I think it was, which had this. This is a 50s watch. But the 80s, it was great. I mean, actually, the lugs. I mean, this is Everything looks good on this watch. What, 1950s, 8 grand? I mean, this is, and you're getting, look at this. You're getting the whole full set. I mean, this is a good deal. For 10 grand, this is a good deal. For 10 grand, it's a really good deal, in my opinion. Okay, so we got a famous watch. You ready for this? Did you see this?
Right. Yep, I saw that when I was like, oh, this is an interesting looking watch.
So, we got Patel. We got the Duke Philippe, Patek and Pussy, baby. This is the famous Archie line, right? Okay, we got now Baron Patel. Actually, hang on a second. Can you hop on? I want to get your take on this watch. This was worn by allegedly Amelia Earhart. And this guy, Seagrave, who was supposed like some race car guy back in the day or some, I mean, Amelia Earhart, I mean, supposedly this is her, Amelia Earhart, wearing this watch. That's the watch. And here you have this guy, the racer, wearing the same watch. Mint condition. Big money. 500 to 1 million euros. I don't know. What do you think? Daily wear, daily beater?
In that condition, I mean, they probably just wore it like, once and then it went in the safe or something.
No, I'm sure they wore it. I mean, this must have been like, no, look, they were wearing it. I mean, they were wearing it like as an everyday, chronograph. I don't think I don't think back then they did this as a publicity photo. I don't think this was one of these like, I don't think they had that. This was like they literally, this was like worn as a normal, unless the photo is doctored, unless it's one of those, moon landing, fake moon landing, I mean, you never know. You never know.
Because I'm just wondering, it's like, how's that watch in that good of a condition? Because it's like, okay, there was a recent Patek that sold for like some number. I think it was either $3 or $6 million. It was a Patek that was owned by the last emperor of China. So I remember I remember seeing that article, and then I was like, oh, that's it. I would have thought it would have went for more. Like, especially that probably I figured would be like a much bigger hit with with Chinese collectors.
Oh my God, no, you know what? Okay, so I don't know what the watch looks like, but I would think, okay, anything with the imperial court in China would be like, I don't know when this was, or maybe this guy was, I don't know, this guy, that was the Qing dynasty. The last guy, was that the Qing dynasty? The who?
I believe so. I'm not up to date on.
You're not Chinese? You don't know?
I am Chinese, but I'm not up to date on my history. I mean, this was like,
you're not a spy. You're not a spy for the Chinese government, for the Communist Party. I think no, but anything to do. I don't know if that guy was as popular, because I know. Listen, any type of real like antiquity, like the porcelain, like they go crazy for it, right? Because it's almost like well, okay. Any of these countries, like the Russian Tsar, right? Like back in the after when the guys first started making money, the oligarchs, anything to do with the Tsar, the imperial, they went crazy for. After a while, it got like Fabergé, whatever. But here's the thing: there's a lot more wealthy Chinese than there are wealthy Russians, right? There's 1.5 billion versus 200 billion. You know what I'm saying? There's a huge number, and also it's a much more like the Chinese imperial thing has a lot more universal appeal in China than the Tsar. A lot of the Russians, I don't know, the Tsar or whatever, they don't really, like the Tsar is not like, a lot of people didn't like the Tsar. That's what they got rid of him. But in China, there's the emperor is like that's a much more like, it's almost like a quasi-religious thing. So it's a much more. I would think anything to do with especially a watch. I'm curious to see what that watch was, because Because that sounds like a very low number, very low, very cheap.
Yeah, because I
Sounds
was
very
surprised it went for that low. It was like some sort of I think it was like a 33 millimeter, and then it did have some complications, and then they also had some documentation that went along with the watch, like it
Ooh.
was like a letter or something like that that actually talked about the watch and how the emperor, like, he treasured it.
Oh,
So
oof.
yeah,
Oh,
there's like this whole backstory to it too. It's crazy.
wow. If you can pull up a picture that we can show, because that sounds like an amazing. That sounds like a bargain, actually. That's the type of watch that, like, that's a blue chip, because there's only going to be more and more demand for that in the future. It's like, you got the whole story. Okay, so we got a Cartier. I love this shape, this modern kind of case. This is cool. This is going to get big money, because the Cartier is making a comeback. Sometimes they put in these like low estimates to get people suckered in, because they know it's going to go to the moon, and they just want to get it's good, right? Imagine this. They say 15 to 30 estimate, and it sells for like 60,000. Cartier is probably going to be bidding on this. Oh, so this is only made in Paris. All right, guys. This is a beautiful watch. White gold is discreet. Nice case. Okay. You there, Baron?
Yep, I was looking up that article. I put it in the chat.
Hang on. In the chat. Oh, you sent me a link? Okay, hang on. Okay. Okay, hang on a second. Let me pull this up. While I'm looking at that, while we're trying to pull that up, this look, the more and more you see these gold submariners on a strap, the more I like it. I mean, it looks really good. I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, the only problem is a dive watch on a leather strap is, I mean, it's kind of goofy, but it looks great.
I mean, at the same time, it's also gold, so I don't think you're exactly going to be, in the water.
I would not. I'd go in the water with it. No, I mean, it's waterproof. No, I'm going for sure. I'd go in the water with it. If I put this on a good rubber strap, like a bespoke, but it looks really good. Look how good it looks. This gold, the Submariner. I mean, they should do more like watches like this. Like, this beefy case. It just looks very. I mean, it looks amazing. I think it looks amazing. Okay, so we got the Hodinkee article on the Emperor of China. Hang on a second. Let me just. Let's pull this up. Okay, we got to stop this. Yeah, we got to get some. We got to get this. Hang on a second. We got to get this. Stop screen, and then share screen. Here we go. Here comes the Emperor's watch. Okay, is it up? Okay, so this is the Patek Philippe. Oh, this is cool. I mean, actually, I don't like it that much, but I mean, it's got a good complication. It's like a triple calendar. So, 6 million. You told me it was 3 million.
Yeah, I just said it was like 3 or 6. Yeah.
Oh yeah, huge difference. Okay.
Yeah. No, but I remember it as being like a multiple of 3. Yeah.
Okay.
But still even at 6.2, I still feel like that's kind of low. Because this is like owned by like
it could get okay, but also okay. So here's the problem. Okay, here's the big problem. When did this sell? What year? 2023 looks like, right? This was in 2023. So this is already after this is post-COVID. This is like, okay, I mean, if this was 2000, like 11, 12, 15, 16, it could have sold for like 20 million. It was owned by a Russian translator. Oh, Emperor Puyi. This is the guy, Emperor Puyi. I never heard of this guy. He was sent to a Russia Soviet prison. Oh, this is the communist over. He was. This is a whole story here.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole story.
Like,
wow.
Especially with how detailed the story is, and then they also have some letters like from him where he talks about the watch too. So yeah, I'm just surprised that that's the number it went for.
You know what? You know what? Also, you know, although I'm concerned is because this guy was a little bit too. He was a little bit too close to the time of the Mao. So you know what? It may be like, I mean, I think like mainland Chinese. You know what I'm saying? They may not want to buy it because it might, you know, they might set off like, you know, it's not cool when you're like part of the wrong side of history.
I get it. Yeah.
You know, he's like the guy that we're getting rid of. You know, I mean, like next thing you know is like, okay, they're gonna be talking about Taiwan. You know, like I think it's probably. I'm assuming it was not bought by mainland Chinese. It was probably bought like by Taiwanese or something. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because probably it's a little too close to modern history, and like they you know, they don't want to, you know, like especially now 22, you know, probably, you know, I don't know. So let's see here.
So Colonel, I gotta hop off, but can we?
Oh, you gotta hop. Okay.
Can we look at one watch real quick?
Yes.
I think 136.
Go ahead.
I think 136. That is my
okay.
personal.
You gotta hop.
I think
I'm still on, but we'll okay. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
okay. Breguet numerals. I know. I get it.
Yeah. No, I love this Patek. You know, it's like I think they did everything right about the design, especially like they've got that Art Deco look, and it's got a tourbillon, and they were super classy about it, where they hit it under the dial, where it's not an exposed tourbillon. Yeah, beautiful.
I knew this would be right up your, because you always want like the thing which has a thing, but it doesn't look like it has it. Like it's the Breguet, but nobody knows the Breguet. Tourbillon, but nobody knows it's a tourbillon. Like, wow, this is like too discreet. A tourbillon, like this is like a, this is the problem. I don't know. I wonder what these went for retail. I don't know. This is like a modern watch, right? This is what? This is a modern watch, 2009.
Yeah.
Nice dial. I like this dial.
But I think that the case, it's like they did. I think they did an amazing job with the case.
You know, the thing that I don't like is that, look, if it's going to be Art Deco, it has to be of Art Deco period. It's got to be, you know, late 20s, 30s. You can't, maybe possibly 50s, afford possibly. Not to do a revival like, I don't know. What do we say? Archie Luxury. Oh, did Archie Luxury do a review of the Colonel's collection? Did Archie Luxury do the famous review? Okay, so this is the watch. Okay, I hate this watch. Just so you know, I hate this watch.
Okay.
This watch. I can't wait to leave this. It's expensive.
Yeah.
90 to 180,000 euro. This is going to be crazy money.
I mean, at the same time, it's also it's a Patek with the tourbillon. So I mean, you're not going to expect.
Yeah, but you can't see the tourbillon. Nobody knows it has it because you got to tell about it. It's like when you go into that strip club, you go into a strip club. These gutter snipes, they don't know that it's a tourbillon. You got to take it off and show them. Hey, by the way, you got to tell them a story. Like you got to have something which is obvious. You got to have something like this. This is what you need. Like this is obvious. Everybody knows what this is. You know.
Yeah.
This is.
No, you need that Cartier that was all the way in the beginning that looked bust down, but it was probably faster. Yeah.
This is okay. So, or this maybe even nobody knows what this is, but at least you know. Okay, Baron, you leaving? You leaving?
Yeah, I gotta go. But thanks for having me on, and I'll catch you at the next stream.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Baron.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's keep going. Okay, so we got this AP, which this is like in that Ellipse family kind of thing, right? It's the Ellipse family or the Ellipse vibe, ripoff of Ellipse. Lapis dial with diamonds, and you can steal this thing. You can steal this for, you know, it's probably going to be 10 grand. I mean, this is going to be a steal. I agree. By the way, actually, I was speaking of getting strippers wet. I was actually going to think of maybe actually the Colonel making an appearance, but I have a hat. I have my Kangol hat. I got a Kangol hat. I would wear it because look, I gotta be anonymous. I don't want to be recognized in the street by the punters. I was at the dealership, the car dealership here. I got to trade in the Cayenne, and I sat in they got the Rolls Cullinan, right? And these salespeople are kind of retarded here, right? Anyway, I sit inside, right, and in the back of the Cullinan, they have those curtain windows, and I'm in by the way, the seats are amazing. What an amazing car! I would love to get one, but it's got to drop below 200, right? Anyway, so the salesman who's like, guy's like, he's got this guy's got like the dirty Sanchez mustache, like the greasy hair, all the lines, the whole, oh, sir, what brings you in here? How long were you thinking about buying anyway, so guess what he calls the curtain windows? He says, I said, oh yeah, you got the curtains. He says, oh yeah, those are peasant blockers. I started laughing because I said, well, are you watching our show? Are you watching the YouTube? Because peasant blockers. I said, where'd you come up with that? Where'd you hear that name? He says, oh yeah, that's what we call them. That's what we call them. That's in the, I guess, amongst the in the Rolls salesman industry, they're called peasant blockers. The curtains in the back to keep out the peasants from looking at you. No, this is not a chick watch. This is like this is the type of watch that'll be worn by a heavy hitter back in the days in the 70s. Okay, so we got so in honor of the Archie luxury peasants, the great unwashed masses that are flocking to the channel, the unwashed masses from Archie. So this is an example of an Archie luxury annual calendar. So Archie had one of these in yellow gold. Now, notably, this is white gold, which is really nice. Black dot. Notably, it does come with an extract from the archives. Unlike Archie's watch, his current world time, that is questionable history. The provenance is questionable. It's got a machete chip on the crystal. No box, no papers. Bought from some rando in Australia, third world country. Look, if you're going to get an annual calendar, you got to do it properly. You got to have the paperwork. You got to have this paperwork. We have a whole video on the channel, on the Watch Reporter channel, that explains the importance of having it. On the OC, oh yeah, we'll talk about that. Listen, we got to get some super chats. Look, running these channels is expensive. It's expensive to run these channels to keep freedom alive. We know what happens. Freedom dies in darkness if we don't keep the journalism alive, just like, Washington Post. Look, just like Jeff Bezos made an investment. Jeff Bezos invested $250 million, $400 million to keep democracy alive. We need the punters to support the channel. We need super chat money. We need the super chat money to keep the channel going. We have big bills coming up. The rent is due. We got cameras that are falling into puddles. Cameras getting stolen. Cameras falling into canals in Venice. We need super chat money. We'll discuss the OC King Midas and the gay massage connection if we get some super chat money. I'll even make an appearance on camera. The Colonel will even possibly make an appearance on camera and reveal his visage if the super chats are big enough. But before I get into it, you guys need to subscribe to the email newsletter, our free weekly email newsletter. How do you get this free weekly email newsletter, which has all the latest prices, deals, Patek, Rolex, everything? Click the link in the video description below. Click that link in the video description below to get access to that. to get our email newsletter for free. Click that link. It'll come to your inbox. It'll also give you notifications about all our live streams. And we can talk about things that the Matrix does not allow us to talk about. That's right. The Matrix does censor this channel. So our email is the last bastion of free journalism, and we can discuss, things like, the stolen King Midas in the email, things like that. We can talk about, Anthony Farrer and things like that, but you got to subscribe to that email. The link is in the video description below. Click that link to get our free email newsletter. Let's go in here. Okay, let's keep going here. Okay, so we got a mini Cobra. So the bigger version of this, of course, is famously worn by the Shah of Iran, Shah Pahlavi, Reza Pahlavi, who's kind of like the last emperor of China. And you got a full set here. Full set. Now, these watches have a weird fit. You really need a big wrist for this. It's a weird fit. This is a women's watch, by the way. This is a women's watch. But you can get these for like 10, 12 grand. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's keep going. We got, do we have, hang on a second. We need, where's Patel? Where is Patel? We got Patel. Where's Patel? Patel, if you want to hop on, let's keep rolling here. What else do we got here? What other pieces of interest do we have? Okay, so we got, again, modern AP, there's not gonna, again, there's not gonna be any bargains at this auction. Okay, if you think there's gonna be a bargain, forget about it. Forget about it. All right, let's get into the interesting watches here. Okay, so again, one of my favorites, of course, the Ellipse. Nice watch. If you can get this for about 8 grand, great watch. They're picking up. The Ellipse market is starting to catch a bid. Okay, great pocket watch. Patek Philippe, the square case. It was owned by King Alexander of Yugoslavia. Now, we know we have one of the rodents on the other channel is from Yugoslavia. That's right. Bear Clooney is a Yugoslavian war criminal. Bear Clooney is a Yugoslavian war criminal. He should buy this watch. This is a great pocket watch. Now, emeralds, diamonds, platinum, 40 to 80,000. See, now, if Bear Clooney had any taste, if this guy had any taste, if he was an aristocrat, if he was on this channel, this is the watch that he would get instead of the shitter Aquanaut that he bought like a peasant. See, Bear Clooney is a low-life peasant degenerate that watches Archie Luxury. And when you watch Archie Luxury, you develop the Archie Luxury low-life taste. And that's why Bear Clooney ended up with a shitter stainless steel basic bitch Aquanaut. Instead, he could have been wearing one of these watches worn by the last king of Yugoslavia. Platinum, white gold. This is an amazing watch. Amazing watch. Let's see here. What is the deal with this guy? King Alexander of Yugoslavia. Assassinated in 1934 in Marseille. Yeah. We're grateful to Mr. Sjerjan Stevic, Royal Palace of Serbia. Okay, so this guy is Serbian, and Bear Clooney is Serbian. So Bear Clooney is a Serbian war criminal, and he should be buying this watch. But you know why he's not buying it? Because he's on the Archie Luxury channel. He doesn't have any taste. He should be buying this instead. For 50 grand, he could be wearing that. An important historical piece. Let's keep rolling here. We got some interesting. Again, this is again these GMTs, the GMTs on gold, Jubilee bracelet, the jingly jangly Jubilee bracelet for 25 grand. It's gonna be probably 25 grand. Nice deal. Let's see. Okay, so we got Stella Dial, pistachio, emerald green, I think they called, white gold. Interesting. I don't know. I can't get into this. This is kind of crazy money for basically a modern Rolex. Okay, this I believe is going to be the highlight of the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, this got everything you want in a story watch. Rolex GMT. This is, the Pan Am era. Pan Am era. And where was Pan Am flying? Cuba. This was worn by Gonzalo Güell, Foreign Affairs Prime Minister of Cuba. He got his name on the back. 1958, pre-Castro. 1958. The Cubans, any Cubans in Miami are going to go bananas. They would go, actually, I don't know this guy's history. I don't know if he's pro-Castro or not pro-Castro. I don't know. Okay, so you got paperwork from Cuba. This has got the whole story. So you got the Rolex GMT, famously the Pan Am watch. They were famous for the flights, from Miami to Havana. It's got all the romance. It's got all the, the jet set romance of the late 50s. This was the golden age, the jet set golden age. Cuba, Meyer Lansky, the mob. This has got the whole story. It's the whole 9 yards. It's got the whole 9 yards. I don't know if there's any watch. This could go bananas. Okay. As part of the Rolex connoisseurs, this example of GMT stands as one of the most significant pieces to grace auction. Oh, look! Oh my! These guys. Oh, look at the puffery that they write. This stands as one of the most significant pieces to grace auction houses in recent decades. Its beauty, rarity, historical provenance make an exceptional piece of history and can truly be defined as a chimera in the horological. Yeah. Oh, I agree. Listen, this watch is much more important than a Paul Newman. This watch is much more. Mark my words. I will debate anybody. And by the way, I'm not a Rolex expert. I don't claim to be a Rolex expert. I hate Daytona. Okay. I don't really care about Paul Newman or whatever. He's great actor. Color of Money, great actor, unbelievable actor. But historically important Rolex, this is it, okay? Because it's got the whole Cuban thing. Cuba, Pan Am, GMT, early, everything. Everything you want is here. This is like, Bakelite. Yeah. This watch, I think, is good. This watch could go for $1 million or more. The market might go bananas for this watch. The market could go bananas for this watch. Yeah, the market could go absolutely nuts for this watch. What do you punters think that this watch is going to sell for? What do you punters think? I think we could see $1 million. Because again, you got Cubans. You got all the Cubans in Miami. Can you imagine? I mean, that's the thing. They hate the whole communist government. This is like, I mean, maybe this prime minister, I don't know the whole story. Maybe he came to America or wherever with just this watch on his wrist on a Pan Am flight. The last Pan Am flight out of Havana. A lot of historical importance. Okay, so we got a cloisonné doll. I think these are so ugly. I just want to tell you how ugly this is. Look at the font that says Patek Philippe on the case. So tacky. The font is tacky. Everything about this watch screams tacky. It's like an ultra tacky. Okay, now this, my friends, is pure class. If you're going to get a pocket watch and you can get the chain, the original chain, this is the way to go. Skeleton, white gold. Wait, is this white gold or platinum? I think it's platinum. No, white gold. Audemars Piguet, skeleton front and back. Flying saucer. Disco volante. Amazing watch. For 10 grand or less, this is a steal. The Duke is reigning. The Duke is reigning. Duke Philippe, should I turn the camera on? Should I turn the camera on and show you the visage of the Colonel? Should you be privileged to see the visage? If we get some big super chats. Mika Tyler, yeah, they talk. Exactly. Why do we need a stopwatch? Yeah, that GMT is it. Now, old gold bark finish. Now, I have the old gold bark finish. Yes, but look, the bark finish day date is, it's kind of like a thing. It's a thing. It was a thing. It's like a statement. It's more like a fashion. If you wear it the right way, it's good. But yeah, this watch. What do you punters think the prime minister, the Cuban prime minister watch is going to sell for? The GMT 1955. 58, excuse me. Hey, it's just like Paul Newman. It's got the thing in the back. Okay, the unwashed masses are going to start rushing in. Okay. I'll tell you what. We'll talk about the, you know what? For Yuri, we can talk about the controversy. The male escorts of, stolen Rolex, King Midas, P. Diddy, the P. Diddy scandal. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about the P. Diddy scandal. It's unbelievable, but true. That's right. And how is P. Diddy connected to OC and Artem Huybret Pizdets? That's right. Artem, Tim Wright, the Ukrainian draft dodger. Okay, let's keep rolling here. Let's keep rolling. Interesting Calatrava. With a little bit of a patina. Now we got some interesting watches coming up. We're gonna close out here. Okay, so unusual shape, deployed clasp. When was this made? 1980s, deployed clasp. Full set. That's right. This is a full set, unlike the Archie Luxury people. The Archie Luxury buys his watches with machete chips, naked, no box, no papers. Suspicious circumstances. This watch, full set, everything. What a bargain. You know what? I might bid for this watch. Onyx. Yeah, there's some nice watches here. Okay, let's keep rolling. So that guy was one of Batista's buddies. Actually, I don't know my whole Cuban history, to be honest. I don't know. Wait, you're in Miami, right? The Whiskey Reaper, I think, is in Miami. Where's Whiskey Reaper? Are you, I think you're Persian, right? You Farsi mikonam? You Koskesh? Do you know, I don't know, the Batista, the Cubans like, the Cubans in Miami, do they like Batista or they don't like? I don't know. I don't know the whole story. It's a whole, they freedom fight. I don't know the whole story. I'm not involved, I'm not involved in the whole Cuban thing. Let's see here. Okay, so we got, what is this? Fossil, it's a fossil dial. Diamonds in a fossil dial. Oh, it's that fossil stone, yeah. The problem with this fossil, it's this type of fossil, like you got to explain it. Actually, I don't know. This could be, listen, for 20 grand, this could be a cool watch. And I like the patina on the gold or the oxidation, I should say. This is kind of cool. I've never seen one before. Thin slice of fossil, blah, blah, blah. Oh, sorry, quit. So yeah, very interesting watch. It's interesting for the right price, 25 grand. This could be a sleeper. This could be a sleeper in the auction. This could be one of those things that, could be a sleeper in the sale. Let's keep rolling here. Oh, by the way, 20%. Oh, wait, what is the buyer premium? How much is the buyer premium? I'm distracted here. I think it might be high. Wait. I don't know. I don't think it's cheap. I don't think it's a cheap one. Okay, we got Daniel Roth. Daniel Roth 90s. This is now okay, I'm not that familiar. This period of Daniel Roth, is this when he was still with the company? Oh yeah, so it's late. Wait, is this when he was still with the company or not? Somebody, any of you guys know this? Was this? Because I think he sold it, right? He sold it at some point. And back and forth. This is a cool watch. I'm bullish on the Daniel Roth story. I am bullish on Daniel Roth. I think this is a good alternative to FP Journe. I mean, this guy really set the stage for FP Journe. Okay, look, of course, doesn't have the finishing in the back, blah, 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 whatever. But you know what? The dial, the whole thing. I mean, this guy definitely set the stage for FP Journe, so he deserves the credit. Okay. Pizdets, yes. Okay, for the Pizdets, we have to go to, fossil dial, 20 to 40,000 euro estimate. And it's got beautiful oxidation on the gold. What do you think of this Duke Philippe? No Persians live in Miami there. No, actually, I bet Persians. Yeah, not that many. There's not that many. Yeah, actually, it's interesting. Yeah, because it's humid. Canada. No, LA. All the Persians are in LA and in Great Neck in New York. Yeah, Miami. Let's see it. We got okay. Oh, that's interesting. So the Duke Philippe says the problem with the fossil dial is it's brittle. Yeah, I mean, it's a stone, right? I mean, it's 1,000,000 years old. I mean, literally, it's 1,000,000-year-old stone. And if you play golf wearing this watch, yeah, and they're gonna give you a champagne dial. That's what they give you. That's an insult. A champagne dial for this watch? Are you kidding me? That's a joke. I mean, at least the meteorite dial. $20 super chat from Baron Curley. $20 super chat, Lord Impression. What the fuck? You know what? I noticed this other guy is doing these. He's also doing these auction stuff. I don't know. It's kind of redundant. Almost, is it redundant? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't need two guys doing it. But we got our own take. I think we might have been doing it before. I don't know. But yeah, the OC King Midas. We're going to talk about that once. I'll tell you what. If we get some big super chats, we're going to get into that in a few minutes, especially once all the low lives from the Archie channel start coming in, because the Archie people, they're all low life degenerates. They don't understand watches. They just want to hear about male prostitutes, stolen watches from Anthony Farrer and the connection with the what's his name, OC, and the whole thing, right? Oh yeah, no, the Tiger Eye. Wait, the Tiger Eye. The Tiger Eye. What about the Malachite? I think the Malachite is the way to go. That's right. All the dirt is here. By the way, guys, if you want to get all the dirt on all the drama, you got to get our free email newsletter. Click the link in the video description below, because there's a lot of things we can't discuss because of the Matrix. That's right. The Matrix. The Matrix censors YouTube. The Democrat National Party. That guy OC, he's an agent of the Matrix. Tim Wright's groomer, the groomer. The groomer that's connected to P. Diddy. P. Diddy. We have a whole thing about P. Diddy, which we're going to get into right after this. We're going to have about 20 minutes. We can talk about the P. Diddy's. And is P. Diddy grooming connected to OC and Anthony Farrer? I believe there is a connection. It's like Jeffrey Epstein. There's a lot of, there's a nexus. The nexus of crime, of watch crime, runs through Tim Wright and Oisin O'Malley. Why? They both hosted The Wizard and Anthony Farrer and much more. We'll talk about that. Malachite, unbelievable. I love green. I love the green. Malachite, I love green. Lapis, not so crazy about. Baron Reaper. He doesn't know. No, I think P. Diddy may have been involved with Anthony Farrer. Why? Because they're both in LA. Anthony Farrer provided male prostitution services. Apparently, Mr. Diddy is into that. He's a fan. He's what do they call it? Down low. He's in the D low, the down low. So he's a switch hitter, P. Diddy, and apparently he might have been grooming Usher. That's right, taking advantage of this young man. And Anthony Farrer may have been, he might have been in that whole thing. I mean, I could see that. I could see, P. Diddy getting a massage, calling up Anthony and say, hey, come over, give me a massage, bring over some watches, let me see what you got, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. Look, when you hang out in LA, all these people are everywhere. I mean, in LA, these celebrities. I mean, I don't know about the level of the P, because that guy's like a whole different level. But look, these guys are all over the place. Like, I remember going to the gym at the Equinox gym in West Hollywood. Because why did I go there? Now, because I was in New York and I was in LA, and they gave you like a member both places. And that was the good gym. Now, the Equinox gym in West Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard. Now, I went there because they had hot girls there. Okay, they had like the hottest girl, like all these little gutter snipes. I mean, these little sluts. They all go to that gym. Why do they go there? Because they get like celebrities go. Like so there's really three groups. There's like some like B-list celebrities. You get these all these gutter snipes, gold diggers, gutter snipes, strippers, various whores, and all the gays from West Hollywood. It's a weird combination. It's crazy. But I remember I'm going there, and who's there? Who's sitting at the machine next to me is Mickey Rourke. So this was in 2011. Yeah, so Mickey Rourke. And this guy so Mickey Rourke, I think at the time I think he was sort of in his B-list actor stage. He was kind of, it wasn't before his comeback. And then there was also, what's his name? Who was there? This guy, this rock star guy who was married to Carmen Electra. What was the guy's name? The guy who was married to Carmen Electra. He's got like black hair. He was in a band. Jane's Addiction, I think it was. Yeah. So I could see, there's, these people are all over the place. I could see Anthony Farrar. No, I actually no. Okay, definitely Anthony Farrar could have gotten into the P. Diddy thing for sure, 100% for sure. Bald-headed driving gloves, money bag with fake subscribers. Okay, all my subscribers are 100% real. I'm not bald. The hair is thinning. The driving gloves. I'm not gay, but listen, for the right amount, Frankie, for the right amount, I could go gay for pay for you. Listen, if the Duke Philippe gives the right amount of super chats, listen. I'm not gay, but what do they say? $20 is $20. Okay, so let's keep moving. We'll talk about the Diddy situation a little bit. If we get some super chats, we'll talk about the Diddy situation. I'm trying to squeeze. Listen, we got to keep democracy alive. The channel needs money. Okay, Duke Philippe, your thoughts. We got some highlights coming up right here. We got some highlights of the auction. World Time pocket watch. World Time pocket watch. Pink gold. World Time. I mean, what else do I need to tell you? Now, it's interesting. They tell you this. Here's what you'll learn from here. Okay, so there's a comp. 2 years ago, they sold for 321 grand at auction in hunkers. Now, where else would it sell? In hunkers, of course. Why? It's the sex tourist watch. It was always the sex tourist watch, the World Time. That's why Archie has one. But Archie's has the machete chip. There's only 15 of these, allegedly. Only 15 of these examples worldwide. I don't know, man. If I had the money, Patel, if you don't buy this watch, you're a piker. You need to give back your baronship, because this watch, if you're going to have any World Time, this is the World Time. I mean, can you imagine Patek Philippe? Imagine like Archie flexing his sex tourist white gold, which is the wrong color, white gold machete chip World Time. Imagine Archie's flexing. He's back in Brisbane. In his hovel with $2 curtains. Trying to flex his machete chip World Time. Baron Philippe Duke Philippe pulls out a World Time pocket watch, pink gold, one of 15 examples. If you had it on a chain, you got the matching pink gold chain. Oh, by the way, yes, this does come with an extract from the archives. It comes with an extract from the archives, and that's the watch right there, baby. That's it. That's the watch. Look at this. That's what it looks like. That's what the extract from the archives looks. That's what you get. That's the piece of paper you get when you buy a real watch that's not stolen from somebody. No, 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 no. Pure class. Pure class. That watch is. I would get one. I would get one. What is? Oh, JJ. What? JJ wants the gay for pay action. Is that what he's talking about? Oh, exactly, exactly. The time zones, the cities. No, listen. This watch is like, look. This is 1964. Oh yeah, this is a prime sex tourist era. 1964. Look, anybody who was buying a pocket watch in 1964. Okay, again, 1964. World Time pocket watch was a, old school pimp on a blimp. Now let's take a look. Which of these cities are no longer there? Wow, I love this. They got Reunion. I don't know how to pronounce it. Calcutta, which is now called something else. Peiping. Klondike, Skagway, Klondike. I think Klondike is Canada somewhere. Madeira, Istanbul, Cape Town, Aden. I mean, fucking amazing watch. Duke Philippe, my suggestion to you, and again, we're not giving investment advice here. We're not here to give investment advice. But of course, that is what we do on our email newsletter. You got to get that email newsletter. Click the link in the video description below, punters, to get a free email newsletter. Listen, Duke Philippe, I don't know. You got some heavy hitters in your collection. In my opinion, you got some redundant watches. The white gold, the white gold World Time that you have is a shitter, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. I think you need to get this watch. I don't think you need to. I think you must. No, sir. By the way, sometimes as a kid, we joke around. We exaggerate things on this channel. We talk about, guys boiling kittens in coffee. Bark and Jack. Does Bark and Jack boil baby kittens in his coffee, on his channel? Is OC a groomer, with homosexual massages and stole? Those things could be, they're allegations. They might be humor, satire, whatever. But here, deadly serious. Deadly serious. A man like the Duke Philippe must own this World Time. If you want to be a Maharaja, if you want to be a real Maharaja, this is the watch. Nah, we don't talk. Nah, we don't talk about Marcelo. I think this watch is one of the highlights of this auction. For $100,000, you know what? At $100,000, I would take a shot as a speculation on this watch. Again, I'm not a collector, but that's a good speculation. It's a real good speculation. You know why? Because pocket watches are not going to go any lower. Okay, so they've hit rock bottom. They're making a comeback, in my opinion. They could make a comeback, and this is, again, we talked about it. You mentioned everything. Okay. Now we got this is a Patek Philippe watch, modern Patek. There we go, modern Patek. I don't really care for this. I think it's the ugliest piece of shit. Actually, one of my neighbors has one of these watches. One of these weird, complicated. I don't even know. It's got this weird. I hate this case with the engraving. No, not this. No, he's got some weird engraving. It's bullshit. What a ugly piece of shit this is. What a disgrace for the Patek Philippe company. 2000. Who buys this garbage? Who buys this? Who gave the green light for this garbage? Well, at least it comes with full set, right? Doesn't have a machete chip. Minute repeater, perpetual calendar, skeletonized with a retrograde. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I agree. Let the drama commence. Let the drama commence. Here we go. Turn off commercials. Turn off commercials? What does that mean? What does that mean, turn off commercials? 2523. Hang on a second. Listen. Let me pull up 2523. Wait. I gotta do a Bobby Google here. I don't know what that is. Oh. The old world. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. I gotta tell you something. Wait. I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you this. Wait. Sure this tab instead? Yeah, I'll show. Yeah. Fuck Hodinky. Fuck these guys. Okay, are you watching? Okay. So this is the Patek Philippe Fantasy Watch. Actually, Archie Luxury would have one of these watches. By the way, for all the punters coming in, if you want to get our free email newsletter delivered in your email box every week and have access to all the latest watch market news, prices, Rolex, AP, Patek Philippe, rumors, gossip, drama, click the link in the video description below. You get access to a free weekly email letter. And it's not censored. You know, the Matrix censors our YouTube channel. They censor our YouTube channel. They don't censor our newsletter. That's the last bastion of free journalism. Okay. Patek Philippe, series discussion. And again, you're welcome to hop on. You know, you got the link. You got the link to hop on. I don't know, man. Okay, so this watch sold for what? 6 million, I think, and change. Wait, this was world time 1950s. When was it? 1950s? Okay, cloisonné dial. Okay, I think the cloisonné dial is ugly. Okay, it's tacky. It's ugly. In my opinion, okay, you know, actually, I'll tell you what. You know what? I'll tell you what this is. Hang on. I'm going to give you exactly what this is. The Patek Philippe here. Hang on. Let's go back down. Let's drop down to the shit. Where is this? Where is that pocket watch? Where is that pocket watch? Hang on a second. Okay, we got some amazing watches. We got a couple more heavy hitters coming up. Heavy hitters. Hang on a second. Hang on. Even a Hublot. We even got a Hublot for the low lives. For the low lives out there. Here we go. And after that, we're going to talk about the Anthony Farrer OC and Tim Wright gay massage connection and stolen Rolex Midas. Okay. In my opinion, this watch, Patel, in my opinion, this is the this is kind of the this is like the play, right? It's like a pair trade. You know, you go along this, and you short the wristwatch. This is the better value, in my opinion. Yeah, in theory, they had more of these, but who cares? This is like, I mean, first of all, it's a better looking watch, pocket watch. It's got everything going for it. 15 examples. In my opinion, this for 100 grand. For 100 grand, this can only go up in price. Whereas the wristwatch is, you know, the wrist, yeah. Hang on, I'll get that in a second. Turn on commercials after. I don't know what that means. We got another Baron, an aristocrat. Ross Rachel Brady, aristocrat. Thank you for coming in. We got can jump. Would love your watches. What does that mean? Can you explain in English? Okay, we got Alibaba 69. Alibaba 69. $5 super chat. Here we go. $5 super chat. Wait, same guy? Super chat test. It's working. It's working. Send money now. This channel is expensive to run. You know, our budget is like, it's like $3 million a month to run the channel. Look, it's like a ministry. It's like a ministry. And we're spreading the gospel of quality watches to get the peasants, lifting the peasants out of damnation. The peasants who are wearing Omega shitters, they're heading for damnation. Their only form of salvation is this channel. And you know, we're doing amazing work here, and this channel needs your support. And the Duke Philippe is lifting the peasants out of peasanthood and into the aristocracy. Unbelievable, true. Welcome everyone to Afghanistan. What is Afghanistan? Hodinky's finished. Hodinky, yeah. You know, the whole Hodinky thing, I think it was a whole Fugazi. The whole thing, it was a Fugazi. Whole Fugazi. Okay, so we're gonna get into the whole Timok thing. We're gonna get into that in a second, because I actually do need to leave in about 40 minutes. I do need to cover all the drama. Very important. We do need to cover the Anthony Farrer stolen King Midas and P. Diddy connection. We're gonna do that in 2 minutes. Okay, $5 super chat. Let me just finish up with the watch talk, the serious stuff, and then we're gonna get into the grooming, the gay massages, all that stuff. It's very important because it's all related. Look, it's not a joke. This drama stuff is not really drama. It is actually related. It's relevant to the world of watches. Hang on a second. We got somebody on here. We got a live one. Wait. Hang on a second. Let me get this off. Who is this? Friend or foe?
What is going on?
Golden. Wait, is this the landlord?
Yeah.
Is this the landlord?
I just wanted to show a watch proper.
Is that the slumlord? Hang on.
This is the catalytic converter cutting watch right here.
Oh, jeez. Oh my God.
Is intended to cut off catalytic converters.
No. Listen. If you're gonna cut off, if you're gonna steal catalytic converters, you got to do it in a gold date. If you're gonna do that, you got to wear a gold date 36.
No, you don't want to scratch that. You don't want to scratch that.
No.
This is a shitter watch right here.
No. Listen, if you're stealing catalytic converters, you got to do it in a gold date 36 with the jingly jangly bracelet. Now that Submariner, okay, I'm against the you got to take that watch off. We can't. That watch can't be shown on this channel. This is a high class channel. We can't have peasant watches. Now
this is a work watch, dude. This is a watch you get beat up. You don't want to put a strap on this. You keep the fucking metal on.
No, listen. You already have. You've already been granted a baronship as a baron. Wait, are you baron? No, you're not a baron. You're not a baron, actually. Oh, you're a peasant. You're not a member of the channel. You're a peasant. That's where you're wearing a Submariner black dial.
I think you gave me a free membership, sir.
You got to invest $4.95. You'll be an automatic baron, and then you could. There you go. Okay. Listen, I can't. Okay, that diamond bezel. The diamond bezel.
Diamond bezel.
The bezel, yeah, it's
lugs,
too much.
Lugs. This is all factory, man.
I know, but it's a pimp watch. It's not for you. It's not for you, man. It's not for you. It's not for you. This is the wrong watch.
Here goes the vintage one. You ready for the vintage one? Hold on.
Listen. If you got
the watch, God damn, I lost my fucking watch. Where the fuck is it?
No, if you're wearing that cap, the what do you call it? The hipster. If you're gonna be wearing that hipster cap, you need to wear a date bark bracelet. You gotta wear a date.
I think Bark's ugly as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I think Like, I'm new to watches after 2 months. The first time I seen a bark, I was like, that's fucking gross looking, dude.
Okay.
I don't like the bark.
No,
Bark's terrible.
no, you're gonna get into it. Listen. Do you drink beer?
No.
Do you drink coffee?
Red Bull.
No. Okay. Okay. You're like a child. Your children, they don't like coffee. They don't drink beer. They like sweet things. They like whatever. They like shiny. Your taste is like a 5-year-old's. You like shiny diamonds, sweet drinks. You probably drink like you don't drink alcohol.
No.
Okay. You don't smoke.
Hold on, where's my other fucking date? Give me a sec. Carry on. Let me find my other watch. I don't know where the fuck it's at.
I gotta understand this guy. I gotta know what's going on with this guy. I can't figure this guy out. He's got the crazy. What the fuck is going on with this guy? He wears the wrong watches for the wrong job. I mean, if you're gonna be stealing catalytic converters, you got to do it in style. That's my take on it. That is my take. Now, Uzi looks like you picked up a. Is that a new watch? The Submariner is new. Ross Rachel Brady is getting stiffy for Uzi, for the Uzi man. Hang on a second. What do we got here?
Found it.
KFC. Hang on. Coach. What do we got there? Okay, so look, that's okay. I mean, look, here's my issue with that. No, it's tight.
You said people buy fucking stretched bracelets. So I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who does that?
Oh.
Why would you? This is from like 1995, dude.
I know, but here's the thing. Hold on a second. Okay, I gotta understand your story. When did you start buying these watches?
Like 2 months ago.
Okay. Okay. Now, did you own any watches before this?
Negative.
Okay. So
I had a Tag
basically,
Heuer. My brother bought me a Tag Heuer. I knew nothing about watches, and
so now listen. Yeah. So listen. You're going through the newbie thing, right? You're doing the thing, right? Now, by the way, this is the watch. It doesn't have the stretch, right? Everybody wants, the tight bracelet. You got full set. How much you pay for that, by the way? What'd you pay for that watch?
$18,000. It's got papers too.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's like it's not bad.
It's got everything in there. It's nice.
No, the watch is like a new old stock. It's almost new old stock, basically. That's basically what that watch is. So here's the problem with that watch. Okay, so here's the problem. And then you're going to learn this, because once you start drinking coffee, maybe in a few years, you grow up, you start liking girls.
You go like espresso. I drink espresso.
Listen, a couple of years from now, you're gonna grow up. You're gonna start liking girls.
Right.
You're gonna start. Your taste will change, and at that point, you're gonna realize other things. I can't explain to you. You're not gonna understand it. You don't listen. Here's the good news. The good news: you're not gonna get hurt. Those watches are gonna increase in value. You're basically you're safe. Your money is safe. You're not gonna make money, but you're safe.
I like this one. I got a lot of people hating on this one. This one's fucking awesome, dude. I like this one.
Because the only people who wear that are male prostitutes, massages. Listen, if you were in Palm Springs, if you were like an look, if you were okay, listen. Listen, if you were an elderly homosexual in Palm Springs or West Hollywood, like who hung out with Liberace back in the day, who made some money, if you're like a successful guy living in Palm Springs, that's the watch you would wear.
Hold on. It's not even that fucking bad. What are you talking about? It's not like, there's times it's like an outline. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's too much. It's too much. Listen, I'll be honest.
You can't fucking tell.
It's too. Listen, honestly, it's tacky. It's very tacky. But I see guys like you. No, I see guys like you wearing like the hipster. I know guys like you.
I'm like a fucking hipster.
They're Bitcoin bros, the whatever. Like I don't get it. It's the villages. It's like a guy. There's a guy. There's a guy who follows the channel who lives in the villages in Florida. He does videos from his porch. What's the docs reporter? That's the type of watch he would wear. You know, that's
I don't know the guy too much. I hear about him, but I don't think he would have diamonds on though.
All the money he saved, you know, driving the Greyhound bus. That's, you know, he's got the thing now. That's the watch he would wear. Actually, I don't think he would wear it. I don't think he would wear it. But now, where are you located? Which part of the country are you in?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. I'm trying to like understand. This is so strange. Like for a guy to be wearing this watch, like a young guy, this is bizarre.
Hey, are you into? Are you allowed to talk about these?
Oh yeah, no problem. What is that? Oh, is that a suppressor? Is that a suppressor?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh my God. What is that?
Hold on. Bam.
Wait, that's a full automatic.
Yeah.
What is that? This is one of these new models or something? Or some
No,
sort of
that's a fully automatic M16 A1.
Wait a minute. Let me see. I can't.
Yeah.
Bring it away from the camera because I can't, because it looks like an Uzi from bring it back.
Hold on. I'm not allowed to have my Uzi yet.
Oh, there's no. Oh wait. Oh, because it's a folding stock. You got to fold. Oh, okay. The folding stock full, because you know the Uzi in your name got me all. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wait, is that? Hold on a second. What is going on there? This is a. Okay. Okay. Wow. Now, how do you get that? You got to get a special license for this, right?
No, you don't. So if it's made before 1986, they're grandfathered in.
With a suppressor? With a suppressor?
No. Suppressors, they're not the same thing as machine guns. Suppressors are, you just buy them. You have to wait a year. The same thing with a machine gun. You got to wait a year.
Okay, but you need to get a suppressor. You have to like get a, what do you call it? You got to get a special. You got to pay money. Yeah, you got to get a whole thing.
Yeah, you need a tax stamp. You got to wait a year. Same thing with the machine gun, but these are cheap. These are like $800. This is
machine. Okay, I'm gonna guess. That's got to be like what, 30 grand plus?
Yes.
Okay, 30 grand. Yeah, because it's crazy.
This is a practical gun because they make AR-15 parts. They make silencers. They make rails. You know what I'm saying? Stuff rails. All this stuff. Okay. So if you buy a Mac 10, you're fucked because it's a piece of shit. I have a Mac 10. It's a stupid gun. Mac 10's stupid.
Right. Because it has a. It's got a. Okay. Now yours is fully automatic.
Yeah.
Wow. This guy's got heavy.
I'm in the guns. I like guns.
You know, speaking of guns, right? So okay, are you familiar with the Sphinx?
What's that?
It's a Swiss gun. It's I think Chris, Kriss, imports them, but Sphinx is okay. So the gun is made in Switzerland. It's like a, what do you call it? It's kind of like whatever 9mm. It's like it's like probably similar to like I don't know, like an H&K, like a VP9 or something similar, but it's all metal. Yeah. It's all metal. It's all steel. It's all steel. And it's incredible quality. And the trigger, when you pull the trigger, it's like amazing. The trigger pull is like amazing. It's like amazing.
Sphinx? What'd you call it? A Sphinx?
SPHINX. SPHINX.
Sphinx gun.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. It's Swiss quality.
New, dude. Those are new.
Yeah, it's new. It's made. They make them now.
Okay.
It's about $1,000. It's about $1,000 actually. So like, I was looking at one, but somebody told me, again, I'm not an expert on guns, but somebody told me that type of crisp trigger pull, it was like an amazing. It was amazing. I don't even know how to explain it to you, but some guy explained to me that you can do that with any gun because the basic stock guns you get, they're kind of a cheap trigger or like a basic stock trigger or something like that.
A lot of people swap out triggers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people do it.
Okay, there we go. Sphinx. There we go. CZ. That's the way. CZ. Sphinx. So I want to get I want to get the Sphinx. That is the Sphinx. Is the thing. There's two things I'm interested. No, I'm in Las Vegas.
Okay. Do you
no, it's a free.
Reside in California?
No, I don't reside in California.
From your videos, I kind of like assumed that you did. So I guess
I spend time in California, but I don't live there anymore. No, but the what do you call it? No, but there's actually the two guns I'm interested in, and I'm not a collector. I only own like a few guns. I don't collect them. But the two things is the Sphinx, that Sphinx 9mm, and a Colt Python in the blued steel.
You want to see one? I got one.
357. You have one?
Hold on. I got an unfired one. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh man. Oh, this guy's got serious guns. Wait. I hope YouTube. I don't know. Does YouTube blocks this? I think the Matrix may. Let me pull us off. This guy's collecting everything. He's got watches, guns. We got, hang on a second. We got, oh, wow. Wait, is that, oh, wow. That's okay.
I put the grips on. I put these grips on. I never shot this gun, but I just put the grips on it. It comes with wooden grips.
Okay.
That's a pipe.
Now, this is like a 6-inch barrel. Is that 6 inches?
It's 6 something. It was kind of a rare gun. I paid like $3,500 for it like a while ago. Well, I think
they're expensive.
Yeah, this one is, especially like a box too.
Okay, you want to hear? Okay, so you want to hear a story? You're into the Rolex day, right? So my day, right? Because I'm an aristocrat, right? So I gotta, as an aristocrat, I can't wear the full bark bracelet. So I get a strap, right? But I gotta find the buckle. I need the Rolex gold buckle. I go online. I find a guy who has one. The guy's in California, in LA. Yeah. I go there. I drive out there. I meet the guy. He's an older guy. I don't want to say where he lives because I go to his house, right? He's an older guy. And, I meet him. We start talking or whatever. I see he's got these rifles and hanging in this wall and stuff, whatever. And I start asking about the rifles. Then he says, hey, we're there for like an hour. We're talking. He says, hey, you want a drink? So I have it, pours me some Jack Daniels, gives me some cheap cigars. So he starts pulling out his gun collection. From what I understand, proper firearm safety is you're not supposed to be drinking while handling firearms. But anyway, this guy, he specializes in these buckles. He had, so he shows me the Python. He's got these, this guy's an amazing gun collection. Again, I don't know, but he had this Python 9-inch barrel. I think it was a huge barrel. Blued. I think it was from the early, when did those guns come out? In the early 70s, I think? 70s?
Python? You're probably right. This is an old gun. That's an old gun right there. Okay.
But these Pythons,
like 60s, 70s,
so I did a little research on this. These things are basically like Rolex submarine. I mean, they're like a blue chip. They increase in value every year.
They do, yes. The machine guns are the best ones, though. They go up like thousands of dollars every year. So
yeah, but
people buy those, the transferable ones, because they don't make them no more. So they're good.
Yeah. Now,
but you can have fun with them too. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you just wear it on your wrist and scratch it off, and fucking go shoot them. So they're
right. Now, hold on. So when you buy that, what do you get? A piece of paper that says this was made before, whatever, or sold before, and then what?
Well, the serial number on the gun tells you when it was made. And it's registered. Okay. It's in a registry. It's in a registry.
Okay, so you have to be on file with what, like the ATF and all that?
ATF, FBI, fucking
sure.
Yeah.
You're on the radar.
Yeah, you're in the radar. So it puts you in the radar. It's good. But what are they gonna do? I mean, I don't do anything crazy, so.
No. Actually, no. There's actually listen. People think people with guns are crazy. No, there's a lot of very normal people who collect guns, especially in Texas. There's a lot of just guys who are accountants, dentists, and you go in their basement. They got a room with it's like an armory, whatever. But these guns, I mean, they've been they've been shooting up in value. No pun intended. So okay, let's back to this.
Right.
So back to the store. Okay, so what made you all of a sudden decide to get a, like all of a sudden from going like out of the blue, like, you're wearing shitter watches, all of a sudden, I got to get a gold date. I got to get a president. Like, how did you make that leap? Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I guess internet, Google. So my brother bought me.
No, but what? Like all of a sudden you got a bug in your head that you have to have? Like what made you all of a sudden?
No. My brother bought me a Tag Heuer, a Carrera. It was like a $3,000 watch. He bought me it a year ago. I have never worn it because I was too scared to, because it was like a $3,000 watch. I'm like, who the fuck would wear a $3,000 watch? You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Yeah.
Like, why would he spend that much money?
Who wears a $3,000 watch when you got a $30,000 M16? I mean,
no. I had nothing before that. So I was just like, why? I was like, why would? So one day I was like, this is fucking crazy. So I got it fitted. I got it fitted to my wrist. I started looking at the movement and back. I'm like, this is kind of cool. But I'm like, there's more expensive. There's better ones out there. We've heard about Rolex our whole lives, right? So I started looking into Rolexes. I'm like, okay, this is the right category, Rolex, because it's like one of the top ones. And you know what I'm saying? But it's just, I don't know. I fucking I just started researching them. And I figured if you're gonna buy a luxury watch, why wouldn't it be like precious metal? So why would you spend that much money, upwards $10K or higher, on something that's not gold? You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I 100%.
That was my logic. I'm a scrapper, dude. I'm into like metal and stuff like that, like intrinsic value of a watch. So I was just thinking to myself, why the fuck would you know what I mean? It didn't make sense to me. It's got to be precious metal. So that's just where my mind went with it.
No, listen. Okay. So my watch journey, the Colonel's watch journey. Basically, listen. My whole life, I wanted a Rolex. When I was 14, 15, I wanted that Datejust, the two-tone 80s Datejust champagne dial. I couldn't afford it. I didn't have the money. I had a fake. I think I had a fake Movado. That was my first watch. I had some whatever, but then I had swatches, and I wasn't into watches. But my first Rolex was Datejust. I didn't like the bracelet. It was a stamped metal bracelet. It's a cheap bracelet, that 90s thing, right? And and then I said, shit, I was like, I started making money. I was like, my mid-20s. I said, shit, you know what? I want the gold date. I want the president. That's the watch. It's the watch. That's the icon. And it has the folding clasp. It's got the hidden clasp. The clasp is what makes that watch. Unlike the Submariner. Well, your Submariner is a new Submariner, I think, but that clasp. Right now, here's the problem. Here's the problem that you don't know yet. If you clap your hands while wearing that Date 36, it's gonna pop open. The bracelet will pop open.
It did on me. I was shooting a full auto and it fucking unclasped on me. I was kind of pissed.
That's why if you're a proper pimp, you can't wear that watch, because if you smack one of your hoes with the watch, with your left hand, the watch is gonna pop open. It's gonna be embarrassing. You got to have the Date 40, which has the proper clasp. That's the modern Date watch. See that? That's the thing. So you learn. That's why nobody.
You got a small point there. You got a small point there. I was thinking like, so once it unclasped on it, what's that?
Or you weren't listen. Here's the thing. You listen. Honestly, all bullshit aside, you know what? You can pull it off, because the watch with the diamonds it's really obnoxious. No, seriously, it's really obnoxious. It's a geriatric. No, listen, hold on. Let me finish. That watch screams, geriatric homosexual in Palm Springs. But because you look very straight, you look like the most straight guy in the world, like with a whole hat, like a very blue collar guy. On you, right. The watch, it's got that contrast, so you could actually pull it off, because it's such a contrast. It is so like black and white, like so whatever. It's actually a good look. Although I couldn't if I wore that watch, I would look like I'd look like I'm basically a male prostitute, So, but
is that why did you put a strap on your date? That's kind of like, I don't know. Why did you put a band on so it doesn't pop off? What do you do physically demanding enough for the band to
No.
pop open.
I smack hose. I'm a pimp. No, it's no the watch. Really the bracelet. I find the bracelet kind of tacky, and also the strap is much more low key. It's too flashy for me. The yellow is too flashy, much too flashy for me. You know, much too flashy. Like I'm like a low key guy basically. Like I don't want to have. I like having nice things, but I don't want people like, looking at me. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Isn't that the point? Is that the point of a watch? Is to be, hey, look what I got? Isn't that like the point?
No. I want the right people. The right people. I want the aristocrats. I don't want the peasants. See, the peasants
the like 0.11, the 0.0 some percent of people that know what watches are.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I want the guy who's like a billionaire. Small audience. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the people I don't want to hang out with the peasants, it's I only want to be only around people better than me, right?
My whole life is surrounded by peasants, though. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, so for you that watch is, well, hold on, what's your deal? What are you in the real estate or something? What is your day job?
Listen, man, I told you at the beginning, man, I cut off catalytic converters with a fucking Submariner on, okay? What do you want me to say?
No, what is your day? Like, what is your day job? You're like a mechanic or something, or what do you do?
I cut off catalytic converters in a fucking sub day. Okay, that's what I do.
You steal catalytic converters?
Let me show you a fucking video.
Huh?
Do you want me to show you a video?
No. This is this channel. I don't want to get banned or something. We might get.
No, I don't steal. I don't steal them. I buy cars. Hey, unbelievable but true. Scrap cars have catalytic converters on them. Unbelievable but true.
Okay. Oh, so you buy? Oh, that's your business. Okay, you buy the car, you take out the catalytic converter,
and I buy them from other people that buy the cars too. I know other people that are salvage yards. They buy cars for selling engines and transmissions and fucking whatever parts. They sell parts, but there's an exhaust on a car too, so they cut that.
Oh, I get it. Scrap. Oh, you look at scrap, like scrap metal stuff, like scrap cars, that whole thing.
Yeah, scrap.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Oh, so you're like one of these blue collar millionaire guys, basically. That's your thing, basically.
It's what I do.
That's what you do, yeah. So you're hanging out with these guys, right? So no, you can get away with the gold. That's actually a good watch, the gold day watch 36. That's like the blue collar millionaire's watch. I mean, that's like, you could wear that watch. For you, that watch is good. I give you the colonel's seal of approval. And don't let it get stretched out because it's going to be the wrong look for you. That watch with the diamonds, for you, you're like one of like 5 people. You're like 5 straight people who can get away with that watch.
Right.
In the U.S. So you got these. Okay, so you got.
Wait, funny story. The gray market dealer that I bought this off of, this is the diamond one. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know who owned it before me?
Who?
Guess.
I don't know. Who the fuck would wear that?
He said it was a fucking rap. He said it was a rapper. I'm like, who? He's like, I can't tell you. I was like, fuck.
He probably never wore that watch.
I don't know. He said it was a rapper.
Or maybe he's full of shit. Maybe he's just telling you a story. But I was going to tell you anyways, I was going to tell you. So if you're into guns, if you ever want to put your watch on a strap, but you're never going to do that, I'd give you the guy's name in LA. Hopefully he's still alive, and you can meet him and buy a buckle and the Rolex buckle from him, and he'll show you the gun collection.
I think the Submariner. This is the gun watch.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's okay. That's a new Submariner, though, right? That's a new Submariner, right? That's the new model.
No, it's 2019, so it's like a 40 mil. I wore this today. I love it. It's fucking sick. I like.
No, but that's the new model. That's the new That's the new clasp. That's the model clasp.
I think it's a 40 millimeters. So I guess 2019.
Show the clasp. Let me see the clasp. Show the back.
It's fucking weird.
No, that's the modern. Yeah, it's the modern one.
Yeah, I got to do all this bullshit. I don't like all that extra shit, but
Oh, see, that's okay, right? That's the modern watch, because the old ones had like a cheap stamped metal, and they would pop open. They'd be like they were garbage. So yeah.
It's not a 41. I guess it's not a 4. They discontinued the 41, correct?
No, this is the one to get. 40 is the way to go. Yeah, 40. I mean, I wouldn't get the 41. This is the way to go. But yeah, interesting. Okay, so you went down this rabbit hole of you started with a date like at the top end of it. Now you go into the Submariners. So now you're getting into like the drilling down into the. So what is next then? What is next? Is there a next?
I think I'm chill. Yeah, I'm kind of chilling on the watches. I think I'm done. Let's spend too much on it.
No, this is for now. For now, I think for now you're done. What's going to happen is, I think in about 6 months. No, yeah, you want to take a break, but in about 6 months, all of a sudden you're going to be like, okay, you know what? Well, I'm into this. Maybe I want like an AP.
What do you think about the Yeah, those are expensive, dude. The AP. If I think the APs and the Royal Oak and stainless or that color, like this color or like white gold, I think they look cool.
Yeah, they're amazing.
APs and no two-tones, no offense, man. I don't like them. I don't like
two-tone. No, I'm fine. No, you two-tone. I get it. No problem. I'm not offended. No, you should. I think you could pull off a gold AP in like a big size. That's what you need. That's next.
I don't think the gold APs look that good. I don't think they do. I think the stainless ones, or do they have white gold or whatever?
Yeah, white gold.
There's like fucking $80,000 to $100,000, dude. Aren't they?
Yeah, but hold on a second. This is coming from a guy who has a $30,000 machine gun.
Yeah, multiple. But it doesn't mean I'm going to spend that much on a fucking watch, dude. That's tons of money. It's insane.
It's the same like the machine gun. It's like
you can't shoot a watch.
Yeah, but it tells you the time. What are you going to do? What are you shooting? Are you going to be shooting? You're not using it for defense. You're not using it. I mean, you could in theory. I mean, what are you using it for? It's the guns have no practice. I mean, the only thing you need practically is the Colt. That's it. The Python. That's all you need for defense.
You know what really fucked me up? Here's what fucked me up. You look at the what's that one watch? The Patek Philippe Nautilus, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you look on the website, it's like, how much is it? Like 40, 50 grand for the retail. Then you look on the fucking the gray market, used market. How much is it? It's like over $200,000. It's insane. Like,
the machine guns. Yeah, machine gun don't tell you the time out. Yeah, this is I 100% agree. Yeah, no, this is no. Listen, here's what I think. I think what's going to happen is you're going to I think what's going to happen is you're basically going to chill out for a couple months, which you should 100%, and then all of a sudden you're going to start like looking at other stuff. And look, Rolex is the gateway drug, right? Rolex is the gateway drug. And then you get into like the Colt Python, the Blues. You get into like all the you start off. Your first gun wasn't a full auto, right? That wasn't your first gun. It was probably like a
Taurus, piece of shit Taurus. I fucking sold it. It's junk. Tauruses are junk.
A Taurus is that's like a gangbanger. Is like a cheap.
It's a piece of shit, dude. You don't want a Taurus. They if you drop a Taurus, they could shoot. Like,
yeah, no, it might kill you. Yeah, I mean, it's dangerous. It's dangerous for the owner. It might blow up in your hand. It might blow up in your hand or something.
They are terrible guns.
Okay, so basically, you start off with whatever, and then all of a sudden you look at, okay, hey, this is, and then we find out, oh wait, it increases in value, right? Because you're a guy who understands value, right? Like you're a guy who basically deals with buying garbage all day that you can resell for more money, right? Like people look at it and say, oh, this is garbage. Or you look at it and say, oh no, there's value in this. This piece of shit is actually worth a lot of money. And so with that mindset, what's going to happen is in a couple of months, you're going to be looking at, in a couple of months, this guy's going to be buying pocket watches. He's going to be buying the Patek. I think what's going to happen is within a few months, you're going to be buying the Patek pocket watches. You're going to, hang on, let me pull this up. You're going to be buying this watch. You're going to be buying this watch because all of a sudden you're going to understand the travel time. What's going to happen is you're going to be like that guy. You're going to be like that guy in what's that movie? There Will Be Blood. You ever see that movie? There Will Be Blood. You know the famous movie.
No,
what's his name? With the guy. The guy basically is like an oil guy. He looks for oil. He's a wildcatter, and it's a crazy movie. And anyway, he's at the end of the movie. He's wearing like a 3-piece suit, right? And so what you're gonna do, I think in a while you're gonna get a vest. You're gonna wear, with jeans. You can do that, right? You can wear like a vest, right? Like a vest, a leather vest or whatever. And you're gonna have a gold pocket watch, this pocket watch, a world time in your vest on a gold chain in the scrapyard. That's gonna be the look. I think that's a good look for you. I'm not here to be your personal stylist, but I think if you work in a scrapyard, you get one of those Hell's Angels leather vests. I mean, I don't know if you're not a member, you may have a problem, but you get one of those leather vests and you wear this world time in the vest. So that way, when you go to the bank and you ask for a line of credit, you pull this watch out, in the leather vest, you show up in the bank.
Do you like that watch? Do you personally like that pocket? Is that a fucking pocket watch?
It's a pocket watch.
Are you in it? No, are you into that?
I don't have any pocket watches. I would buy this. I'll tell you what. I see this. To me, this thing actually has good speculative value. Like, look, to me, this watch is like, it's like an AK-47 full auto or something. Whatever. It's like. It's going to increase in value. It's just a speculative piece. It's going to, it's going to increase. Hang on. Let me, while I have you, I got to go through, let me finish off with this auction because I want to finish off the auction.
Yeah,
by the way, listen, I'll tell you what, give me your comments. We're almost done with the auction. We got a couple more watches I want to bring up. Hang on a second. We got, okay. So this watch, you would not wear this, right? A Rolex Explorer GMT. Would you wear this or no?
I've seen a few other ones that look better than that. It doesn't look that good. It's got like the yellow and the orange. It throws me off. I'm not.
No, but the modern one. The modern.
I'm not drawn to those colors. I don't like them.
No, the modern one is white. It's the white dial. It's like a white.
Yes, the white one's cool. Yes, it is. The modern one's cool.
Big,
yes.
42 millimeter bigger watch. So this one.
I like the way that it looks.
Okay, how about this? This is right up your alley.
I don't like it.
No, it's got the diamond bezel. It's got the bezel. Hang on.
What is that? Is that a date?
Hang on. Whoa. I know. Oh, whoa. We got it. Whoa, hold on. There's a date here. There's a date here. An advanced date. Wait, it's not this one. It's not this. Actually, I don't know. You got strange taste. Maybe you might like this. I don't know. This is
no. Don't like that.
No, it's not. No. Okay, there is one that is amazing. Let me show you the watch. This is the watch to get, by the way. Hang on a second. Where is the watch? I'm going to show you the date. Platinum. It's heavy.
I've seen a few of them. What kind of dial is it?
It's an amazing dial. It's the best dial in the world. You'll never see a dial like this. It's 36 millimeter. It's your size. It's perfect, right? But watch this. Hang on a second. Where is this thing? Where did this go? Okay, here we go. Oh, boom. Baguette markers.
I don't like those diamonds, dude. I don't like that at all. What the fuck?
You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You don't like the square diamonds?
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's because you have like 5-year-old taste. You want sweet drinks. No, because you think diamonds are round. No, it's got to be. This is the shape.
I just don't like the shape. It's like it's not. It's off. And you got square diamonds with the square president links. It doesn't.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It doesn't fit, dude. It doesn't like mesh together. It's like all fucking squarey and shit.
Oh my god. Okay. Listen, in a couple of months, you'll get around to it. A couple of months. I get about 6 months. 6 months. Hang on. Let me pop in here. Let me go through a couple more. I gotta get out of here in about 10 minutes. Oh shit, we didn't get to the Anthony Farah and the OC thing. We're gonna get to that in another live stream. What do you think of this?
No.
AP Royal Oak.
Well, the money was it 350 to 700K? Whoever spends that's fucking insane.
No, but what do you think of the watch, though? What do you think of the watch?
It looks like shit. It looks like shit, dude.
Right, because of the white rubber?
Just everything about it. It's like fucking. It doesn't even look stylish. It looks like a mess.
No, they come in different colors. But you know what's good about this? It's got a minute repeater, right? So you wear this watch, right? And you're walking around the scrapyard. It's going to give a little chime like every, I think, hour. It's going to go bing, bing. And people are going to be saying, all the peasants, they're going to be saying, what is that? What is that? It's going to give a little ping. It's going to get a little bell, a little bell. Hang on a second.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Not a fan.
Okay. I try to explain bell. Ding. Oh, ding. That's right. There's ding, ding, ding. Okay, hang on a second. Let's go through a couple more. Let's go through a couple. How about this? It's got a diamond. Oh, you don't like these guys? No, this is not for you. This is not for Parmesan. It's not for you. Okay. Hang on here. We got some heavy hitters coming up here. We got heavy hitters. Okay. By the way, just for the aristocrats in the audience, Gerald Genta. Gerald Genta is on the move. By the way, this is a very speculative watch. This is going to get crazy money. I believe this is going to go for crazy money. And what's amazing is it's a mid-90s watch. It's got a carbon fiber dial. Carbon fiber in the 90s was unheard of. Nobody was doing carbon fiber in the 90s. That's like a thing people only got into in the last 10 years. Wait, is this real carbon fiber? I'm not sure. Hang on. This is real carbon fiber? Material. Yeah, it's real carbon fiber. Okay. Nobody was doing carbon fiber in the mid 90s. Gerald Genta. It's got the Royal Oak vibes. I mean, again, it's not my taste or whatever.
I think it sucks.
This watch is going to get crazy money because the guy from Louis Vuitton is going to be buying it. He's going to be bidding it up.
It's terrible.
Carbon. Oh, you got carbon. Yeah, carbon fiber. By the way, do you take carbon fiber exhaust pipes? Are they worth anything?
No.
They're not worth anything?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay. How about this guy?
See, dude.
He's got rubies.
I don't like that bark. That bark's killing me. The rubies, there's certain rubies that kind of look cool, but I like, what's that called? A string dial?
I don't know.
It's called a string dial. Yes, I read up on it.
You know what? You know more than me. I've never seen one before.
That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. It's tacky, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I've never. Well, yeah. No, I've never seen one like this. But to me, it's got enough.
You got to go back, dude. They're vintage. They're vintage. They're kind of cool. And some of the models that I have that kind of stuff in it. It says like pave dial and string dials are cool.
Okay. How about this? Would you do a stone dial, a day date with a stone dial, like a tiger eye?
What this?
Would you do a tiger? No, this is a lacquer dial. I don't like this. I don't really. I mean, I don't care for this. It's just the color. No, but a tiger eye dial or malachite.
I don't know what that is. I'm too new.
Look it up.
That's kind of cool. That is cool.
Eye of the tiger.
Hold up.
Eye of the tiger. You know, like the song. It's the eye of the tiger.
Hold tiger eye up.
You know the hang on. Tiger. Hang on a second. I'm hang on. Tiger eye Rolex. Wait. You've never seen one?
I probably have.
Hang on a second. Here we go. Oh, and there's a fake one here. Wait, there's a fake.
That blue looks cool. I like that blue. It's nice.
Wait. Let me see. Where is this? No, they're. Okay, hang on a second. Here we go. Here we go. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh wait, now you don't see it. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is expensive.
Is that fucking
no, it's
brown?
tiger eye.
Fuck.
It's tiger eye.
It's tiger eye. Do I like that? No, be honest with you, I don't like it. It looks like brown. It looks like wood.
Yeah, but it's tiger eye.
Does tiger eye mean like? Huh?
It's a stone. The tiger eye. The eye of the tiger. They have brown eyes.
Yeah, that's
hang on. Hublot. Oh, there we go. He's got the Hublot knockoff, the Aquanaut. Yeah, Gerald Genta. Yeah, actually, no. Gerald Genta is a more advanced. Eichler was a basic guy. The Eichler thing, those are actually very basic designs. Gerald Genta is like the guy. What's his name? The guy in the '60s. Not neutral. What's the other guy? It'll come to me. The other guy will come to me. Yeah, but okay. So let's go back to this guy here. Okay. Okay.
That's nice. That's the best one you've shown so far.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's no, the blue is beautiful. Blue is and these are cheap. You can get these for like 20 grand.
When you click on it for place bid, does it show other details? Like, does it have box papers? Is it fucking stretched?
Oh yeah. It's got papers.
I heard you say that people buy. Oh fuck, it has papers.
Yeah. Listen, honestly, like basically this type of watch, you're better off buying it from like a legitimate dealer. Or you're gonna get it cheaper than at auction, because these are pretty common. This is like 90s.
You mean a gray market dealer?
No, like used. No, I mean whatever they call them. Great, go on Chrono, you'll see.
Yeah, it's used. Obviously, it's old.
Whatever they call them. Yeah. So
that's what I just bought. That's a 18238. That's the model of this one. 18238.
Yeah. So or you know what you could do, or if you want to be cheap, you can just buy the dial. You can buy a used dial for like $1,000 and just replace your dial.
What kind of dial are you going to get for $1,000?
No, they sell these dials. There's a whole market.
No, you ain't going to get that. I think that's called a You're not going to get that blue dial for $1,000. There's no fucking way. It's going to be like $5,000-6,000.
No, it might be a couple of grand. They're not expensive actually. I don't think they're expensive. I think they're a couple of grand. I think they might be like $2,000.
You ain't gonna find it. I looked. No, I
really?
checked in. Yeah, it's difficult.
For a blue dial, diamonds.
You can send if you have you could send that watch in to Rolex. They sent me an email.
No.
They emailed me. There's a whole fucking email of the dials that they will put on. So they'll do it to order watches. They'll do dial swaps for order watches.
Okay. No, you got to buy a secondary. No, a secondary market. You don't go to Rolex. You go to a secondary market guy.
And then trust somebody to put the dial on.
Yeah, you go to a watch. Yeah, go to a watchmaker. A couple $100. Yeah, I did that. My watch on my the Bark bracelet, that was a blue dial. Originally, my watch went through 3 dials. It had originally a champagne dial, the basic bitch champagne dial. That's what it came with. Right. And as soon as I saw that, I told the guy, "Listen, I can't take. You got to give me something. I can't deal with this." And I got the black dial with Roman numerals, gold Roman numerals. That was kind of the look of the '90s. That's like
nice watch, very nice.
Yeah, Suge Knight had that same look, whatever. And then I went to the blue dial because the black dial I don't like black on the Rolex, but yeah. Okay, so by the way, I gotta run in like 6 minutes. Meteorite? Okay, Meteorite. This has everything you want. Let me tell you something. I love this in rose gold. They have these in rose gold. Meteor, which is amazing. By the way, this is the other thing. Have you ever seen the rose gold date?
You said rose gold? Yeah, the newer ones, yeah. Yeah.
No, 36 millimeter rose gold.
Those are rare. Those are rare. You mean like the more vintage ones or the newer style right now?
No, the same watch you have, the same watches you have, but they're rose gold instead of yellow.
Like the 18238s?
Yeah.
What model? Yeah, those are exceptionally rare. Can you like find them? They're more for sale.
They're more expensive. But okay, so for example, there's one on Chrono, because I was looking at this. I was looking at date meteorite. Now the 40, I like the 40 millimeter, the white gold. It's a little big for me. It's a little big. So I was looking at, let me see. I was looking at, and they have them in, here we go. They have them in, they got them in rose gold. Now this one is a smooth bezel. And it's the bad pictures. It's very bleached out, but it's you get the idea.
It looks girly. It looks girly. Okay. It's
no,
like
hold on. No, with a smooth bezel, it looks not when it's in real life. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Yes. Yeah. Right there.
Yeah. This is the modern one, though. This is a newer one.
That's cool. That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'd wear that. That's cool.
Yeah, because it's got the fluted bezel instead of
that's a nice one. That's a very nice one. I like it. That's cool.
It's great. I mean, like I listen. I think what's going to happen is all of a sudden you're gonna realize, oh shit, what am I doing with this diamond, this pimp watch when I can get a meteorite?
That's 2019.
Yeah, this is a newer watch.
2019.
Yeah. No, I would get one of these. I would look for one with the like this, but see it's hard to find them. They're like about 35 grand. They're not cheap. They're not cheap. Hang on a second. Let me go through here. But yeah, I like that type of watch. You get it from a dealer, not at auction, because the auction is gonna be too expensive. Let's go through a couple things here. Okay. This is horrible. No, this is horrible. On a strap, this is horrible. Okay, hang on a second. Let me see here. Let's see here. We got okay. By the way, for the punters, this is going to be a watch I think is going to do really well. Gerald Genta design. Gerald Genta, right? This is not a copycat of Royal Oak. It's not a copycat. It's the real. It's by the real guy. It's the real guy. He basically did this. This is an evolution of the Royal Oak. And look at this. It's got.
Are you showing something? Because I can't see nothing. I don't think you're showing anything. It's the same screen.
Oh, now you see it. You see it now?
Okay.
Okay, so this is the Gerald Genta. Gerald Genta design for IWC. They call it the Yacht Club. The yacht. It's very 70s. But again, this is an original watch. This is not a copycat of the Royal Oak because this is the guy. Look how thin it is.
I like that. That isn't. Aren't the Nautiluses that thin?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're thin.
Yeah.
They're like $70,000.
Let me tell you something. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Look, basically, this watch is, in reality, like, apples to apples, was right up there with Nautilus, Royal Oak of that era. For whatever reason, IWC, is not a brand that's popular. It's not but the movement is, listen, I'm not an expert on movements, but I'm sure anybody who's an expert on movements in the audience and the punters can tell you that the IWC is a great movement. So this watch is, again, it's Gerald Genta. So this is it's one of these oddball things. You're getting the real deal. You get the diamonds, which is super rare, and it looks really good. I think it looks, and it's going to be cheap. Like this watch, I think is going to be a steal for 15 grand, maybe.
I would wear that, but I wouldn't pay money for it.
Look at this. It's got a linen dial. Look at this. It's got a linen texture.
Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of cool.
It
doesn't really it doesn't catch my attention very well, but it's cool. But
yeah, no, it's look, it's his. Yeah, listen. If it had a different logo on it, people would love it. Like, okay, so here we go. We'll finish off with a Rolex here. I don't understand this, like this vintage platinum, whatever. This is going to sell for big bucks, 500 grand to $1 million bucks. Euros. Oh. Overtones. So this is bubble back 1945. And they got the original buckle. See, this is what you got to get. If you're going to go with a strap, you got to get an original. These are hard to find, original Rolex buckles. So, yeah, this is what's going on here. All right.
Yeah, Uzi on this strap. It's okay. I won't hate on them. They don't. I just don't. I haven't bought any with the strap yet, so it's not my thing.
No,
But
no. The strap is not. No, honestly, the strap. It's not for you. It's not for a guy like
that's
you.
for
You need to wear.
That's for suit and ties, dude.
Huh?
That's for like business casual suit and ties. I don't.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, no, for you. No, the bracelet is good because also here's the other thing. Here's the reality. The reality is that watch. The beauty of the day date. The watch gets dirty in the summer. You sweat. All you do is every day you just run it under the sink. You wash it with soap and it's clean. You can't do that. Yeah. No, listen. In the summer, when I'm wearing a watch on a bracelet because I can't wear leather in the summer because I don't want to sweat in the watch. I wash my watch every day. I don't want to have sweat on the watch. I wash it every day. I run it under water
every day.
Every day. And, if I sweat. No, if I sweat, I wash the watch. Yeah,
that's fine.
So that watch is good. It's a good watch. For you, the watch. I think those are good. Good watches. But I think you're gonna in a couple months, all of a sudden, you're gonna go down the rabbit hole of other day dials, vintage day dates. And I don't know. Maybe you'll end up with a Patek Philippe.
No, I've been looking at the other dials. I like other dials on a day date, definitely, but I do. I like the blue. I know everybody's talking about the 40 millimeter olive dial, rose gold.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful. Yeah.
It's okay, but there's so much nicer ones than that. It's like,
have you had one on your wrist? Have you had one on your wrist?
I have not, but I mean,
let me tell you something. When you put that on your wrist, you're gonna feel like you feel when you pull a crisp trigger. It's a very special feeling. It's like a very unique feeling. The new 40 millimeter is like it's like driving a 2024 Mercedes versus a 1984 Mercedes, S-Class. It's like, one has jingly jangly, brakes and whatever. It's when you do yourself a favor, go to a dealer and that any AD has them. They have them on display. You look at the display model; it's the real deal. You put it on.
Right.
You're gonna say, "Wow!" It's gonna be like, "Wow!" It's gonna be.
Dude, I went to two dealers around me, and like, there's like a fucking 20-some-year-old girl working at the counter. She was a bitch, and I'm like, "Hey, guys, like, I just went in to see what's up." They just treated me like, I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" They're like all snobby and shit. It was like in a rich part of town too. I don't like that, dude. When people think they're like fucking better.
Did you wear the diamond bezel?
No, this is before. Oh, I bought a watch on eBay. Go ahead.
Yeah, you come in with a Tag Heuer, in the beanie cap, you coming in
there. Yeah, I had
with
boots on everything. They look like I was a fucking idiot. I'm like, fuck you.
You got a catalytic converter sticking in your pants. You got whatever. It's like, yeah. What do you think? Come on. What do you expect? I mean, come on. I guarantee you. Listen, you come in there. You go there tomorrow, dressed exactly the way you are. Right, same thing, but with the bezel, the gold, the diamonds. They'll roll out the red carpet. Mr. Uzi, would you like some champagne? Can we give you some coffee?
Listen, I didn't know what a Rolex dealer was like. I didn't know that you can't just walk in and buy a watch. I was like, I didn't know that. You can't fucking do that. I didn't know. Especially if you're like in the Midwest,
it's more conservative, right? Like if you came in like that in LA, yeah, they get it. Like, because there's all sorts of like degenerate like musicians that look exactly like you. There's like all sorts of drug dealers. They're used to that. If you're in Texas, there's guys who coming in from the oil fields, they're coming in, they're all covered in oil. They're used to that. But in Pittsburgh, it's kind of like, it's a very conservative city. Pittsburgh is very conservative. So they kind of want you to.
Why do you think it's conservative?
Pittsburgh is conservative.
You think so?
It's very conservative. Yeah,
conservative politically, or what do you?
No, not politically. No, like socially. Like a Rolex dealer in Pittsburgh expects a Rolex buyer to look a certain way. Whereas a
Well,
guy
they're
in
right in
LA,
the middle of Squirrel Hill. They're in the middle of like Squirrel Hill, and that's where like the Jewish
Yeah.
population lives. I'm just being honest.
yeah, so they expect you to be a certain way. But if you go to a Rolex dealer in LA or in Vegas, I mean, like, you can come in like, they're anybody, right? Like, because they expect that there's I mean, there's fucking billionaires running around, without shoes, right? So, all right, listen, guys, I gotta wrap up. I'm late. I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna read off the super chats. Actually, we're gonna have Uzi read off the super chats. Uzi, you read off the super chats.
No, I ain't reading out the fucking super chats. No.
Uzi, you read off the super chats.
I'm done. I'm gonna go eat some food. All right.
Uzi, read this. Read this. What does it say here? Read this.
Patek and pussy, baby.
Read this. What does it say? What does this one say?
Oh, dude, I ain't reading all these. I'm not doing it.
No, read this one. Just read this one. I want to see how.
It's your channel, dude. You're gonna read them.
No, I want to see how well you speak Russian. Read what it says here.
What the fuck does that say? Suka Blight. Sorry, got your email late. You're gonna be on in an hour if I send the Archivers over. Suka Blight. What does that mean?
Hey, wait one second. Hey,
Suka
thank you there. I'm finishing off a call. I'll be there in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, there we go. I got big important meeting here. We got important meetings. Okay. Okay, we're gonna read off the super chats here. Duke Philippe gifted memberships. We got Duke Philippe another $5 super chat. Baron Curly $20 super chat. We got Alibaba here in person. This is the real. Are you the Alibaba? You're the Alibaba.
Yes.
Alibaba. $69, $5 super chat. Duke Philippe, $5 super chat. Duke Philippe, let me see. Is this another super? Wait. Uzi looks like picked up Subman. Oh, yeah, there we go. Congratulations on the sub from Duke Philippe.
I wasn't paying attention to his chats. I'm sorry. Sorry, Patel.
Patel Philippe, Duke Philippe, Uzi, nice collection. 2 months in. Wow, 2 month newbie with heavy hitters. The newbie with a headache. You need the diamond for the. That's right. When you go to strip clubs, you got to have the diamond.
Wait a sec, dude. Was he super chatting when you were? Because I didn't see him. Yeah. Because
no, it was on. Yeah, we were showing this. We showed
you were reading them off when he sent them. I think.
No, when you go, yeah, when you go to the strip clubs, that's the watch you wear because when they have that lighting in the strip club, you got to have the diamonds. It'll reflect.
I think you will gain traction if right when the super chats go off, you need to pull them up.
You got to what?
You got to pull those up right when people send them, or they're not going to want to.
No, I did. No, I was. You probably. Yeah, you weren't paying attention.
You've been talking and running. Yeah, sorry.
Who knows? I don't know what you're doing. Duke Philippe, another super chat. There we go. The Musk. No, I'm actually a modernist when it comes to that. No, just watches. I'm a what do you call it? I'm a traditionalist with the watches, basically. Let's see here. Piaget. This guy needs a platinum watch. That's right, to match the scrap. You know what? This actually is very smart. You need a platinum date because that goes with your whole platinum converter, the catalytic converter.
I thought about that before. Platinum's kind of cool, dude. I bought a bunch of platinum, like bullion. I bought like fucking tons of it, like 70 ounces of it. I sold it at a loss, but
yeah, no, platinum people. No, it's not. I don't think people. It's not a precious metal. It's really it's just an industrial metal.
No. Platinum's a precious metal.
No, it's not. It's not. People say it's valued. It's valued as a precious metal, but it's really not. It's not. It's like it's an industrial metal. Gold is precious. Silver. The others are like just I mean, they're expensive. They're more expensive. I think like what is it? I think one of them went crazy, like ruthenium or rhodium, something.
Rhodium. That's in cats too. Converters.
That's the one that went. That's the one that went to like 4,000 an ounce or something. 3,000.
It went to 30,000 an ounce.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah,
there you go.
That's when I made my money. I made a lot of money then. It was like 30,000 an ounce. Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even know. I wasn't even paying attention. Wow, rhodium used to be like nothing. It was like a cheaper than like it was like half of.
It was $900, dude. It was like $900.
Palladium.
Palladium is the main thing in converters. It's the main metal. There's like 70 ounces of palladium in 1,000 converters.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. One of my first jobs was I was in the commodity futures exchange. They had the one in New York was they traded the platinum. So I was the phone call. This is when people called in the order on the phone. So I was in the platinum and palladium pit, and I worked for this guy. You know, so basically people, I'd basically take the order. The guy would say, "Hey, I want to buy, 20, these palladium, whatever it is, right?" And I'm working for this guy 2 weeks, right? So all the groups there, right, are so different ethnic groups of the commodity thing, right? And I'm working for this guy for like 2 weeks, and then he asks me my last name, and he says, "Wait, you're not Italian?" I said, "No, I'm not Italian." He said, "Why the fuck do you think I'm Italian?" And then he fired me. He hired me because he thought I was because he was Italian. He was very superstitious. He was very like superstitious. And he had like it was a whole Tony Selly. I remember this guy's name, Tony Selly, right? So, but the funny thing is, I was always wondering, why did this guy think I'm Italian? Because I'm relatively white, right? But then I found a photo of myself from that time, right? I was like about 17. I see a picture of myself. My hair is like all like gelled back, because it was the 90s. It was like all gelled back, like long, and I had like a deep tan. I had a deep tan, right? And I'm Jewish, so I have like a bigger nose. It's not that big, but it's like the size of yours, right?
You're Jewish.
Yeah, and the Jews also have a little bit Mediterranean, so it's kind of similar to Italian. But with a tan, and the greased back hair, I look like a total Guido. So he thought I was Italian, and I found out. That's why they fired me, because I wasn't Italian.
If you ever visit Pittsburgh, the Jewish community is like Squirrel Hill. So
what am I doing a tour of all Jews of America?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it was the NYMEX. That's right. It was the NYMEX. Yeah, no, we don't. No, I don't believe it or not. No, we don't. We don't all get together for like a meeting every week. It's not like a conspiracy. To fix the price of rhodium. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. There was the Merc. That's right. Hang on a second. No need to wash the golf clubs when you hit. What does this mean? What the hell does golf clubs hit off the mat? What the hell does that mean? Actually, you do need to wash. No, you got to wash them because there's like they get the green from the plastic. The plastic rubs off. All right, guys, I gotta run. Listen, Baba, good meeting you. Next time I see you, meteorite dial or palladium. Excuse me, platinum. Actually,
that's what you're getting or I'm getting.
You're getting.
Oh,
actually, I do seriously want the white gold day 40 meteorite dial. That's like the only watch I really want. But the price has to come down. The price has got to come down. It's too expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's got to come down. No, I listen, when I buy, I got to buy with like where it's depreciated. It's not going to go down. I don't want to lose money on a watch. Like that's not my thing. That's not my thing.
Yeah, it's understandable.
So, it's a religious thing. It's like, Jews don't like to lose money. It's a thing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you all for the super chats. Baba, we'll see you all in the next one. We got to cover. We do need to cover serious journalism. We got to cover the Anthony P. Diddy scandal. It's very important. And the King Midas. By the way, Baba, King Midas. Would you wear a King Midas or no?
Your bluesy?
No, the King Midas.
That's the blue. I saw your video. My brother.
No,
I
don't have. That's not my. I don't wear. I don't.
Is that a bluesy?
No. The King Midas.
It's a blue. Yes. You call it a King Midas, right? You call it a King Midas.
No. I have the King Tut. You got to get your kings right. You got to get your kings
right. Sorry. Yeah.
You get different kings. Okay, hang on a second. Different. One is Egyptian. One is Greek. Hang on a second. Oh shit! No, wait, it's not coming up. Wait. I guess this is Rolex. This is the watch. This watch is okay. Is it up here? Sure. This. Okay. You see this? This is the King Midas. You see this?
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Now you see it.
Oh, fuck that. Dude. Come on, man.
This watch is a disgrace to humanity.
Wait a second. That's what the Whiskey Reaper wears, I think. Doesn't he have that? I think
maybe
he has the King Midas, is what you call it. Yeah, that's what he wears, dude.
This is the watch. This is the watch worn by elderly homosexuals. This is the watch in Palm Springs. That or the one that you have. I mean, both. They go with both. They switch.
Has this watch, dude.
They go both ways. They either go with the King Midas. The old guys get the King Midas. The guys from the '60s. The younger guys wear the one that you have with the diamonds around the bezel. That's the look. So listen. If you ever go to like Chelsea if you ever go to New York, you go to Chelsea neighborhood, or you go to West Hollywood or Palm Springs, and you wear that watch, you're gonna get a lot of action. You wear some assless, you get those leather chaps, you get the leather chaps, the leather vest.
Which watch? Which watch that one you just showed?
No, the one that you have, the diamond bezel, the one that you have.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
You're gonna get action. You might make some money. You might make. Listen. $20 is $20. $20 is $20. That's what Anthony said. I mean, listen. Sometimes you got to do. Listen, Anthony Farr. You got to give the guy credit, right? He did what it took to get his first Rolex. He did what he had to do.
Dude, this thing's heavy too. This thing's way heavier than this one. Like this one?
Yeah, no, it's a heavy. I think it's a newer model. I don't know what that is. I don't know. It's a thing. All right, guys, have a good night. See you in the next one.
Right, sir.